All right, here we go. Dude, you're hilarious. I'm gonna switch over to the live scene. So what have you done so far with your own?
What's that?
What have you done so far with your own?
What do you mean with my own?
Your own character. We're already set up, man.
Oh well, I already got. I'm gonna draw him now, but I do have the character concept right here. I'm pretty sure you're familiar with the character because I gave it to you last time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, not last time, but I gave it to you. Remember Spike? My
Okay.
character Spike. So he's one of the characters, but I gave him a different storyline. He's not gonna have his own series. He's going to be a part of this story. So, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and hide this. Get my background. Crap.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
He said, "What
shoot.
game is it?" I said, "It's not a game. We're drawing."
Who said that?
No, someone I sent the invitation to.
Oh,
It's not a game. This is real life.
okay. Yeah. Alright, cool. So I'm gonna apparently I still needed the background layer. I'm gonna put these two together. I think I can move them.
All right. Awesome.
Let me just what's going on here? What's going on here?
Let me turn the music up just a tiny bit.
No, I don't wanna lock it.
So Spike was the one
Lock.
character you were talking about.
Yes, so Spike is one of my characters, but there are other characters that I've drawn and had ideas for that I haven't yet.
You haven't flushed them out yet, right?
No, I fleshed them out. Well, I'm working on a female character, although I'm gonna make her a little older.
Okay.
I was gonna have her in her 13s, but now I'm gonna put her as a 16, 17. So I'm gonna make her a little bit taller and whatnot. And as I'm drawing, see what I can work with. So I'm gonna start with the main character first, which is a character I had ever since college. Let me see. Get this. I'm gonna get the pencil tool. You're gonna probably laugh at this character because I not jokingly laughing, but you're gonna say, okay, I remember this guy. We used to draw him all the time, but oh sweet lord, where's my pen? Here it is. Okay, all right. So enough chattering. We're gonna go ahead and get started. Well, use a pencil. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, I think that's good enough. I'm gonna minimize it here. Perfect. This good. Something ain't right here. What?
What are you doing?
Nothing. My pen is.
I'm gonna get the overall sketch going. So.
Yeah. I'm also trying to see why my pen's being so weird. Let me try a pen. I mean,
Just talk
what
it
is
out.
this? Oh, I'm so slow. I got it on lock.
You locked.
Oh, I'm so slow. I got it on lock.
You locked.
Getting rid of that. Putting that there so I can mess around with the sizes and junk. Deleting all this. The layer that I'm drawing on, the opacity is gonna be a little light, so I hope you don't mind. All right. So aside from while I'm drawing the character, is there anything you want to know about the story that I am trying to make?
Yeah, give me some background on the character that you're trying to make. What ultimately do you want him to experience? What is his backstory?
Okay, so I don't have the backstory, but the main idea of the entire series, if you want to hear that.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm gonna read it from where I started. Now, like I said, I don't have names and whatnot, but it's just like the main idea that I made for it. So here we go.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
say In the future, government/society becomes corrupt. Secret organizations have been doing experiments on humans, turning them into psychopathic slaves. One experiment breaks away from
Yeah,
the
yeah.
say in the main corruption and licensed himself as a bounty hunter to atone for the many crimes he's committed. The organization has made this being the perfect killing machine, erasing
Ooh.
all memories of what he used to be. Due to his past crimes, he is targeted by gangs, terrorists, as well as other bounty hunters, each putting a huge price on his head.
Wow.
Shunned by shunned by the world, it seems that the only friend he has is an orphan girl who lost her parents to the organization, but
Mm-hmm.
has heard that her big brother, who will be the main character's rival, who I'll also be drawing, is still alive. With her tech smarts and his brute strength, they work together to take out the organization and find some answers. And that's the main idea of it all. Now to draw the character.
That's really good.
I appreciate it. See, the way I came up with the story is I came up with descriptions and a setting,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted it to be more futuristic but urban, if you know what I mean, like street.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I got an urban setting. I like robots and mechs and samurais, so I added that in as well.
Okay.
Gangs like Yakuza will kind of be like a current to it, but they won't be known as Yakuza.
There was a game that came out
Uh,
just recently in which I think you were a some kind of detective or something like that in Japan, and you had to like fight and do different things like that. Did you hear about
really,
anything current, or are you more like old fashioned?
I'm I'm so old fashioned, dude. I haven't looked at E3 in so long.
Oh
Um,
wow, nothing recent, huh?
Nothing. Well, I don't I never know unless somebody tells me, you know. So okay, let me try that again. I'm trying to at least change the opacity a little. I might make it that much. I want the line to be at least a strand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is good enough. Okay, all right. So I gave the main idea. This is my first character. While I'm drawing him, the idea that came for him, I it's basically my body on a with a TV for a head.
Isn't there a character like that? Um, in what's that game called? Friday Night Funkin'. It was like a basketball player, and he had like a. Um, I'll just let you keep talking, but I like it so far.
I mean, I don't know about the character you mentioned, but yeah, I um I base believe it or not, if I'm gonna be real, this character is kind of based off of me, but the TV for a head concept is mostly inspired by stuff like Jet Set Radio and Fooly Cooley.
Ah, Jet Set
It's-
Radio is something I can definitely get behind
Yeah,
for
and
sure.
Fooly Cooley was my favorite anime and whatnot. Uh, the concept of the story is kind of based off of like Afro Samurai, because all the bounty hunters are gonna have tiers, like ranks from S being the highest,
Mm-hmm.
B being the lowest. So I thought that that would be pretty cool. And with him being the perfect killing machine, he's gonna be an S rank, as well as the other enemies he ends up fighting. They're gonna be you know
They're
S
gonna be
rank as
ranked
well.
based on
It
their
depends.
power, or they rank based on their experience and what they showed.
Experience. So they'll be ranked on how many kills they've done, how strong they are, how long
They've been in the
been
game.
they've been in the game exactly. So let's see. I wanna. I'm trying to make it as small as possible because I don't want to keep erasing as I go.
I'm looking at some references to some high tops for my male character. The female character, this is the character that I'm coming up with. I hope it'll focus in, but this is the female character that I'm coming up with, and you'll see that in future videos as well. But this is Nimba, Nymba, and she has a lot of references to what inspired me to actually create her, which was curly hair. What else is related to curls? I thought of different powers that she can have and things like that. I stayed away from the generic. Not it's not magic. I don't want to create anything that has to do with magic, but her powers are of nature. So when you think of something that's puffy, cotton candy. I went through a whole series of different words. And what you do when you create, whether it's mind mapping or doing design in any way, shape, or form, what you do is you create a mind map. And you have all the words that are associated with that individual thing that you're trying to come up with. So I thought of clouds, right? I thought of puffs. I thought of different names for clouds. Wind. I thought of curl. I thought of coil. I thought of waves. I thought of this. I thought of that. And slowly but surely, I started to map out what she was going to become, not just who she is now. So having the storyboard and the backing to the character, I think, is more important. And then you start really nailing down what you want the character to be. Accessory characters, side characters, their setting, and then bringing it all together in an animated way is not simple, but it does take some time and effort to hone your craft and develop your own style. And don't be so concerned about being the next such and such. You know, be the better version of yourself than you were yesterday.
Exactly. I agree with everything you said, bro.
And it's gonna start slow. Everybody, it's gonna start slow. You're not gonna get that instant recognition or gratification.
No, you're not. It takes it takes a lot of practice and dedication to get to where you want to be, you know?
And even when you get there, what happens?
Even when you get there, you're still gonna have to come up with more ideas. You're gonna still have to work
Hard.
your way up. It's a process. Art is a process. Animation is a process.
I was gonna say creativity.
Creativity is a process. Making music is not gonna just come to you overnight. You're not gonna. I mean, I'm not trying to make it sound so negative, but like, it's not something you're not gonna really overcome until it comes with dedication and consistency.
You drive yourself to do it.
Yes, exactly. You have to drive yourself to do it.
Let me hit the side angle first, because it might be a little bit easier to hit the side angle.
Crap. I'm looking through my sketchbook for one recycled character. I'm drawing him right now. He's a mech.
Nice.
Ironically, the best mech I've ever thought of to draw, and he's pretty cool. He's the brother. Okay. Instead of swords, he has batons.
Like electricity, like a taser baton, like you hit people.
Exactly, like them saber batons and whatnot. He has a big mask that's highly inspired by something, but I forgot what I inspired to. Okay, so that's the second skeleton. I got the face for the female. I do want to add a side view of her face, so I'm gonna do that too. And let's see, it's about here. Okay.
Nice. Dude, you see this? We're doing this, bro. Like
we are doing this, my guy.
Okay, so this goes around here. You see what I'm doing, right? I'm making some high tops.
Okay, so let me take a look at yours. Let me get back to me. Ah, that's exactly how skeleton. Like you're working on the skeleton right now. You're fleshing it out. This one thing I'm gonna admit is the one problem I used to have is working with clotheslines like shoes and stuff and whatnot.
What'd you do? You kept it very simple?
I kept it very simple. Like I could never like do laces and junk like that. I wanted to do so much more and stuff like that. It ended up like being wow, I hope nobody hears that.
You're good, man.
Okay. So yeah, what was I saying now? You remember what I was saying?
No, you were talking about you weren't able to do like finer details.
Finer details, yes. So I couldn't work with finer details. I ended up having to use resources. I also took advice from a lot of, well, not advice, but took resources from other artists that were in the same predicament as I.
Yeah.
Not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
How'd that go?
Shoot, I can draw shoes with no problem.
Nice.
I can draw shoes. I can draw clothes, the little wrinkles on people's stuff.
But that's the second or tertiary step past what you're gonna be, starting out with, right? Like you don't just start out with those items, right? you have to work your way to that, get the overall skeleton ready. I like how you're doing that so far. You have the 3/4, not sorry. You have the side profile and you have the full frontal view, and then with that, you start out with the circle, you build up, you have the upside down house with the bottom removed, connect those two together, the eyes connect, everything is foundational.
Exactly, my guy. It's absolutely right. And let's see. Make the size a little smaller. I'll use this for writing down what they are. I'm gonna need help with I'm gonna need help with naming these characters. So I'm open to names. I don't even have a title for this series.
Yeah, it's no problem.
Jumped right into it.
I mean, what you can definitely do is, if you're gonna be a mainstay on, coming on with me and everything like that, I can launch polls and different things like that. And for those that are watching, we also have a Discord for the Forever More Design family, in which people are able to post their art. We can chill out, talk, you can get feedback, as well as, just join in on the conversation. So if it's something that you want, if you have new art concepts, or you just want someone just to share your work with and get encouragement and stuff like that, I created this group. We have our Discord. So if you want that link as well, we can make that available. So, so Kevin, if and when you want any kind of results or anything like that, we're building up, and I think 2 artists just joined yesterday. So this is going to be a thing where I want to build a community of like-minded and not so like-minded people, so that we can, improve on what we know and also learn some new things, because we don't all know it all. But at a certain point, you can learn from somebody else. So.
Yes, exactly. I totally agree with that.
So I'm going to hit this area. There's going to be one section right here. Another. You know what? Let this not just be a normal high top. So since Nimba is very cloud-like, I chose for for her twin. And he's not going to be this tall, obviously. Like, I'm going to either think about, like, even if you're a twin, you can still be taller or shorter than the other one. So I'm deciding whether or not he's going to be a little bit taller than she is, or at least the same height, so that when they're put together, she's like 19, 20. If you make your character 8 heads or 7.5 heads tall, you inadvertently have the effect of making them look like they're 26, 27. You know what I mean? You make them look like a fully grown adult rather than a young adult. So watch out how many times and how respective to different parts of the body. 1, 2, you can see the heads right here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it's at a perspective. But if I took away one head, look how much difference it would be if his leg only came here. Everything else would shrink, or his torso would shrink just a little bit, and it would make his legs a lot shorter. So just watch your perspective and the way that you kind of put things together. If your art style is, I want to make the shoes huge, do that. But make sure that at some point there's some level of relativity, or else you just have some weird amoeboid looking creature just walking around with no with no like actual structure of foundation. And I know like Osmosis Jones, someone like that, their art style was kind of like that, but it's very germ-like. So what are germs? Instead of having sharp, jagged lines, or even rounded, shapes and stuff like that would make up someone's head, right? They would have more, I guess, fluid or germ-like, so someone's head was like this. If that's what you're going for, then go. That looks very oblong. I'm not going to keep that on there. But if that's what you're going for, make sure that that's continuous. You have continuity with it. And I did see someone, I guess, friend me on Discord, and maybe that's through this, but I'll check that in a little bit. So what do we have going for you so far, Kevin, on your side?
Okay, so far I got the skeletal body, the characters. Hold on, I'm gonna put her name next.
And also, before you finish, guys, if you're doing any kind of clothing on your characters, like Kevin is doing, He's doing the structural foundation or the framework of the characters. But if you want, I like my characters like right now to have some level of current fashion sense. So if you want to look at what other fashion brands have done in the 2021 or Fashion Week for the 2022 season for your character, make sure that you actually make it different enough that it becomes your staple, your brand, without stealing too much of that. There is a level of you making an editorial or a change or a unique change and kind of supplementing that for your own style, but make sure you do that and make sure that you don't just copy what someone else does. If it's for practice, let it be for practice. If it's for something commercial or if it's something you're calling your own and you're, moving forward with that in a studio, then let it be that. So you can take it.
Absolutely, dude. I greatly agree with that. That if you're going to use like the style of drawing anything on clothes and whatnot, you're gonna have to try and make it your own. Which, to my degree, I like my character wearing Nike Airs because Nike Airs are my favorite shoes.
The SBs?
The original white Nike Airs.
Oh, the original white. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Alright, so I'm drawing my main character right now. Do excuse the quality, but I will zoom it out when I'm finished with him.
No problem, man.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, I've had this character for so long, ever since college, and I wanted to give him some good concepts. As you can see, I'm fleshing him out, but I will be adding cleaner details on another line. I'm just going to be making him more blurry. This is just to get a good concept of what he will look like.
Nice.
Even with the animation junk, he's gonna look a lot cleaner. He's gonna look more efficient.
Efficient. I like that.
Efficient. I'm not sure.
No. It's no. It's just the way you said that.
Yeah. Excuse my lines. All animation doesn't start with clean lines on the first try.
Seldom does it actually do that.
Yeah. Exactly. It takes, for those who do actually follow that process, it takes a while. Now, my character's head is a TV. I chose an old school television set because I'm retro. I'm retro. The character is based on a retro. He's based off of me, literally. He's got my arms, very skinny and whatnot.
Okay.
Skinny character. He's very powerful. That's one thing that's one thing I can barely pinpoint.
Is he like a Little Nightmares monster or something?
Yes, he has that kind of Little Nightmares vibe.
Yeah, like the TV, right?
No. You mean the Little Nightmares like the game?
Yeah.
The yellow raincoat?
Yeah.
They had a TV boss? I'm not sure.
No, not the boss. I'm just saying the TVs, the world, the mutations, the monsters, the grotesqueness and stuff like that. Not that side of it. I'm just talking about the TV in general reminds me of what they were talking about. Traveling to different places and things like that. And it reminds me of the Slender, not the Slender Man. What is his name? The tall guy.
Tall guy.
And Little Nightmares, who was I'm not gonna spoil, but. Yeah, the tall guy from Little Nightmares.
I actually I've seen the game before and I was so impressed by it. I didn't know why I didn't see it know of it before. Oh, and he's got a lash around his body, kind of like this. Like I said, gonna work with the details later. I just want to get his main pieces in and whatnot. Let me see. I'm gonna. Oh man.
Ooh. These look like a cross between those aren't Jordans. Let me see. These are some high top. What brand is this though? These are some high top skater shoes with, and I might give him a hoverboard because they are based on clouds and stuff like that.
Right.
Nice.
Okay, so I'm gonna do his pants now.
Okay.
I'm not gonna focus on the wrinkles until after, but I like because I'm flat-footed. He kind of got big feet. Not
Okay.
big feet, but his feet are flat.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know. He's not this character. All right. So one thing I'm gonna point out is that although I'm trying to focus more on main character concepts, I know there's in my opinion, there's a lot of people that will try to make their work kind of like anime-ish, an anime style. But
Yeah.
I'm trying to make my own style make my own style as well.
Okay.
Uh, it, like I said, a work in progress, but it comes later. One style that I'm mostly familiar with, I really liked is one style that I really liked was you
What?
know Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Okay.
But I also like the style that Studio Mer made for The Legend of Korra. His feet are not even. There we go. That's better. And I'm gonna add his shoes and his laces and stuff later.
Ooh. Oh, I just had a good idea. Look at this.
Let me see what you got. I'm gonna check on your
He'll
side
have
now.
actual bubbles and clouds in his shoe.
Oh, I like that, dude. I
So
really like that.
like he'll have this here.
So he can have extra jump, right?
Uh-huh. So like based on like her clouds on her shoes, he'll have a more street version over here. And then on the inside, he can also have, I don't know what you call this, but you know, like Japanese art and stuff like that. You'll have like the waves that crash and stuff like that in the background. I don't know what that style is called, but like this.
Let me see. Hold on. Wait.
Like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
that style. I don't want to pull it up and then, detract myself,
Yeah,
but I'll add those finer details later. But yeah, I like being able to bounce ideas off of somebody else because it helps me, and it probably helps both of us in the long run.
exactly.
And you start
Definitely
slow,
has
but you're
to
gonna
be.
end up being a lot more involved. You know what I mean?
I mean, there's totally like a difference to like taking someone's work and making it your own between like taking someone's work and
Enhancing
mimicking
it or
someone's work.
making it unique, and
Exactly, making it unique. It's resourcing.
yeah.
It's how we resource the animation world. I mean, for some, uh, I don't know. It's how we resource. How I would resource, anyways.
No, you're right. You're definitely right about that. All right,
Yeah.
so this will come around.
Okay, so I'm doing his laces just for fun, laughs and giggles, and his shoe. Okay, and I don't like ever add like details. Like if this detail is not gonna be detailed, that
You do it
will
on
be
purpose.
added like a lot of detail on the animation alone.
Mhm.
So okay, so now I'm gonna step back. This is what the main character looks like.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm going to add the antennas because you do have it on the thing. In the back, he has swords. His belt around here. If I do color, it's gonna be gold. He has swords and guns. So
Okay.
my character's like a double wielder, right here and whatnot. So
Dual wield.
that's gonna be dual wield.
That's what's up.
So that's where his swords would be, and his guns. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep it going from there. So my next character now is his rival, and like in the story, his rival is actually the other main character, who's the girl. That's his sister. Oh crap. Let me see. Did I use the marker tool? No, I'm using the pencil tool. So I'm just gonna get a little closer to his face because he doesn't have. Just like my other character, he's wearing a helmet or a mask as well. I don't know. I don't know what got me into like masks and stuff, but I guess there was a time I wasn't good at drawing faces.
So you left it just very almost like a
Yeah,
blank slate.
Exactly. And believe it or not, my character, this character wasn't even supposed to like have what's the name? Wasn't
A story?
supposed to have a story. We were
Okay.
just supposed to have like a one episode, and that was it.
Oh, just like a
So
cameo.
yes, exactly, just a small cameo. Now I'm gonna go ahead and be real. Uh, this helmet, if nobody knows or even recognizes it, is highly inspired by Daft Punk.
Okay.
Yeah, it's inspired by Daft Punk. It's I forget his name, but it looks like I literally looked up Daft Punk's mask and thought of him as like a robot and whatnot. And he's also skinny like the other character. Let's see. I'm gonna probably have to change that though. I don't want it to look too much like Daft Punk. He has a chest armor plate for his chest and whatnot. I'm gonna go a little backwards. There you go. Whew. Go up a little. Agmatic. Why won't this thing? Okay. So we're at the chest right now. Yeah, this character is basically consisted of multiple beings. His chest and armor is highly reprimandal of like Iron Spider-Man. His pants or his legs are mostly inspired by well, shoot, I wouldn't know what to tell you based on it, but I'm gonna change them up a little bit. I'm gonna add like little holes. So where the circle is, I'm gonna add holes around this thing. Yes,
Okay.
to give him more, give him more of a style. And this won't be his
Final form.
final form, but it will be. Oh, that's right. He's more. This character is a hybrid of Snake Eyes from GI Joe and shoot, what was the other character I said he was?
I can see it though. I can definitely see it.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and draw his batons. Although they're gonna be in the back of him, so I may as well finish his arms. He's based off of a lot of ninjas right now. Like I get my ninjas like I love Snake Eyes concept, but I didn't like the eyes because they would have looked a little bit too much like him. So
Gotcha. You want to just have some inspiration from it, but not jump too much into it.
exactly. And one thing I'm gonna do is he has a triple belt.
What does that mean?
Give him a belt. I mean, not a triple belt, but a double belt that kind of goes like an X. So one here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's one, and then the other one is also here. I don't know. Maybe I'll put some gadgets on that. This is it's a process that I'm working with.
Yeah.
But like they say, less is more. Less is more. This right here. I used to give him lines and stuff like this, and he's gonna be black and green. That's kind of the concept I want to keep. He's gonna be black and green, and he's gonna be able to glow in the dark. So, although yeah, he will be a ninja that has a lot of stealth in him as well, if that makes any sense. But you know,
It definitely does.
just,
Okay.
there is also another character I will be recycling. His name is Super Ninja. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to. I'm not sure. Just overthinking myself now.
No, just
But
talk like you would normally talk to me.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna have another ninja known as Super Ninja, and he's off my Buffman series, believe it or not. And
Okay.
not, so yeah.
So what exactly is the Buffman series? If you can just like have a brief explanation of what that is.
So I have a lot to say about that comic book I made. So that comic book was actually a joke parody, but it was more adult-sized humor. It was a joke to Superman.
Okay.
So
Buffman.
yeah. So I didn't really care for Superman back in the day when I was like incredibly young. I wanted to do a joke on him. And before he was highly based off of Captain Underpants because at the time I was huge on the Underpants series,
Mm-hmm.
but I wanted to make him more better and mature and a little grim for people who would probably like that kind of stuff. So I have characters for him like General Smiley Face, who is actually just if I could put a picture of him, an army man with a smiley face for a mask.
I like that.
Yeah, but he's a lot grimmer than any villain I've ever seen or ever created. He kills everything in sight.
Oh
Uh,
wow.
there are there were two major villains, and all of his he's kind of like a very serious Deadpool, if you may.
So can he die though?
Yes, he can die, but it's hard to kill him. He had actually a war story and everything. Unlike Superman, who came from the planet Krypton,
And he
my
automatically just had
character,
powers. Like he didn't have to work for it or anything.
well, he was military, so he didn't really have powers. He just had like he was just very
Trained, right?
trained
Yeah.
exactly. He was a trained killer. Yeah, I didn't. He had kind of a deep story and everything, but yeah, he was a trained killer. And as I was drawing Buckman, I wanted to work with him because and another thing is I give him like these crow's feet, and then just there you go. Yeah, right there. But
You know
yeah,
what? I just noticed. Um, I'm taking inspiration from something, but if she's cloud based, I shouldn't worry about doing anything polygonal or anything with sharp edges and just keep it cloudy, right? If they're twins.
right.
No, I'm
Absolutely.
saying keep it very like rounded, not like and no sharp edges, right?
Yeah.
That would make sense.
Oh. What is this? Okay.
All right, okay. So let's throw this
So,
on here.
okay, so this is the concept for my other character, and I'm gonna look at yours right as soon as I show this one off. If you can back away, there it is. Okay, so right here, you think yeah, so that's my next character right there. Bit of a ninja. That's the brother. Still don't know a name for him, but I'm gonna keep going as I'm traveling far.
Oh, you
I
know
think I'm
that's
gonna draw.
okay. Sorry to cut you off. I was just thinking about something.
I'm looking at your shoe right now. You got a good concept going with that and whatnot.
I figured out what I was
Let's see.
doing wrong. I'm not doing wrong, but what I wanted to do.
Yeah, what you wanted to do and whatnot. All right, so here's let me finish this katana before I move on to Spike, which I drew Spike already. I'm just gonna draw him again. And if anything, I have plans to have him show up in season 2 because I want him to be like a cool character. He's like
Okay.
a comedy relief. So shoot. After I finish Spike, I'm gonna do the girl concepts, and then the whole rest of the video will be me inking and finalizing these characters to the best of my ability. I call this the prototype stage because these, like I said, I may make changes along the way and whatnot. So, you know. Now, before, like I said, my character Spike was its own series and he was born this way. But now I have him with a little bit of a more sadder story. He was actually a child before he was mutated into a cat.
You seen the new game Biomutant?
Biomutant? Nah, what's
Look,
that?
look that up.
Look it up.
Yeah.
Let me see. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on one second. Okay. I'm gonna look it up on my phone.
You got it.
Okay, so let me take a look. See. Let me pause for a minute.
That's no problem. I'm still drawing on my side.
Okay. Bio Mutant
Biomutant game. Yep.
images.
So let me do this. Save myself some work. Copy this part. Let's paste it.
This is cool. What's this for?
I think it's for Xbox. I think it's for a few different systems actually.
PS4 as well. I like the raccoon character. He kind of has a little bit of a breed between the raccoon off of Galaxy. What's
Guardians of the
that
Galaxy.
Marvel movie?
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy and Star Fox.
Rocket Raccoon.
Rocket Raccoon and Star Fox put together. That's amazing. But yeah, he's a hybrid. My character is just a hybrid breed. He was one of the experiments that was used, but he was a failed experiment. Ironically, he has a good sense of humor, but still a bit of a killer.
Dude, I'm liking this. Do you see this?
Let me see what you got. Click. Boom. Dude, I love your shoe. What inspired you to make the bubbles in the bottom of it?
High tops. High tops for the tongue.
Right.
Normal SBs or any kind of like whatever for this part.
Right.
You know, Cortezes. People know what those are. These are just the rim. You know,
right.
These are just the outside part where you scuff up. Mostly skater shoes with some bounce. So there's some actual, I don't know what you call them, but there's some shoes. So imagine this is someone's foot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine this is someone's foot on this side. I didn't know I can draw a foot like that. What in the world?
That's good. It's very good.
Okay, so what would happen is at the bottom of the shoe, you would have. Let me clean it up just a little bit. I might keep this just for some schematic views. Imagine you have. I don't know what they're called, but there's like basketball shoes or some kind of like Nike shoes or Jordan shoes where you have bubble, bubble under, bubble under, bubble under, all throughout it. The shoe on the bottom of the shoe. Da, 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 da. And what that does is it obviously takes up like the bottom as well.
Okay.
And it gives it a little bit of lift, and it also allows the person that's wearing it some relief on their knees and stuff like that, because I believe it absorbs some impact. But whatever technology that is, it's almost like what is it? Not the Roshis. What do I have? Not the Airs. The Max. The Vapor Maxes and stuff like that. Some of those heels, some of those shoes have. Imagine you have just a shoe like that.
to give them extra jump and whatnot, right?
Yeah. So instead of having a normal shoe that's flat, you'll have a shoe that has. Well, not that many shoes are flat, but you'll have something like this, and then the back will be. How do you put it? Will be raised up. Like this is the back of the shoe, right?
Right.
And this goes up, and this whatever. But this is a normal shoe, right? So imagine this. I'm just doing this really quick. You have something over here, and then it also has a little bit of extra. It looks like a heel, but it's not. I don't know how to explain it, but it has a little bit of extra to it to give you some. And right here too, they sometimes have something right here, and then right here to give you some relief. So those are just quick. It looks like a sock, but those are just quick sketches to kind of show you what I'm going for potentially for this shoe. It's literally a skate shoe with the big tongue, the background and everything like that. There's bubbles in the back, and what I really want to do is fill these.
Right.
With a sort of liquid.
Like a sort of gel. Oh, liquid gel. That's nice.
And then you'll have like the shine that goes across and stuff like that.
That's cool.
So yeah, I'm really thinking about different things, and my juices are flowing. My creative juices are flowing when we're on the call right now.
Same here right now, bro. I mean, like as of now, I just did 3 character concepts. I'm working on my 3rd one, and then it's gonna be the female character who's gonna get the most work. Although I got a good rendition of what I want her to look like.
Okay.
It's the fact putting mine to paper. That's what you call it. If anything, trying
And
to
what?
put mine to paper.
And watch what I can also do. I'm copying from my own work, but so he's not exactly what she is, but let's take what I have on mine, right? Let's try and do a cut and paste if we can. Copy and paste. You ready for this? Oh wow. Uniform. Make it uniform. There we go. I don't want to move too fast and then mess up.
Oh no, it's cool.
Potentially what I could do is mimic the gel on the inside. What do you think I should do? Have gel on the inside or just make them into these puffs? Because those look pretty like nice.
Wait a minute, but isn't she supposed to be the water one, or is she the cloud one?
They're both cloud. They both have different. They have multiple elements.
Oh, then give her the puffs.
So she keeps the puffs. Should he have the liquid on the inside?
Well, you know what then? Yeah, let her keep the puffs and let him have the liquid on the inside. You know, to give the meaning of rain.
And what I can also do is, you know, with her hair color changing and stuff like that, maybe his hair color changes also, but I know a lot of guys like shoes. Maybe his shoe liquid color changes and his shoe changes.
You and I are thinking the same thing right now, my guy. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that would totally work.
Mm-hmm.
Control Z there. Let me get back to my drawing now. Let's see.
Someone just joined.
Oh really?
The Discord. So keep doing what you're doing, man.
Yeah, man. You know, gotta keep it alive, man. Keep the drawing. Draw with us if you may. You may have an idea that you may want us to know about. You know, this is gold right here.
So keep doing what you're doing. I have to check on something really quick.
It's fine. Right now I'm working on my character Spike. Let's go ahead and make his face. Ironically, he's the only character whose face is actually visible. I may have to do something with that. So I mean, like I said, bad with faces, but I've been drawing Spike for years, so pretty much that it goes by just 2 eyes. I don't know. Perfect. Because he is a cat. Shoot. Because he is a cat. He has claws. His claws are kind of incredibly long. If to give a rendition of what his claws may look like, X20. Think of X20, not X23. X23 didn't have claws from X-Men. Not sure if nobody remembers the X-Men 2 character, the female character. He was pretty cool. She had claws just like Wolverine, the same one that fought with Wolverine. He has the same a large amount of claws, kind of like I can draw a quick rendition of it.
Awesome.
Let's see. Draw it. This is the hand.
Let me see.
Let me draw the hand right here. Like my other characters, he will be a cat with 3 fingers. His claws will go out like this. And some sort. Oh, wonderful. There we are.
Yep.
Skinny arms, skinny hands.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba.
Okay. And his other fist. Let's see. Perfect. All right, now, let me get my eraser tool. I'm gonna erase that line. I want it there, even though it doesn't really matter. Just gonna, there you go, gently clean that off.
Awesome.
Boom. All right, and then I'll get back to my pen. So, in relation to like art or even gaming, is there any other questions you wanted to ask me about? This character, he wears cargo pants.
All right.
So let me see. Let's see. I'll go ahead and answer one free question about why my character's pants are baggy. I've had these characters since the early 2000s.
So you you took inspiration from that?
Early 2000 work and whatnot, and even so, I like the style of baggy pants.
Nice.
There, although it is going to be urban, these characters are going to have to fit in a world that's kind of now. So, yeah, they're gonna. I don't think that ever crosses a person's mind on like clothes wear of the character, so long as they get the concept of the character looking cool and junk, but still.
What's going? Hey, what's going on?
What's up? What's up? Is that you?
No.
Oh. Okay. Cargo pants. They're always on this side. The pockets. Pockets are near the end of the legs. That
And that's the
yeah,
general
this
idea.
general idea, exactly. Okay. Perfect.
Nice.
Perfect. There you go. And then we're gonna add his little stringy tail.
All right. All right. I have to add a little bit more to the shoes. Let's see what we can do to switch that up. I think for now I'm just gonna keep the. All right, here we go.
Okay, so let's see. How many characters do I have? I got 3. They're so far away. Let me see if I can fix that. What is wrong with this angle, man? Let's see. If I do it like this, move it a little to the left, a little to the right, back a little. Probably more. No. Can you see the characters a little better, bro?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Like you get a good rendition. What they're looking like. Crap. Yeah. Mind you, I'm using a sketchbook program, and I do not know how to center this perfectly without it looking horrible.
Don't worry about it, man.
Next time I'll probably use some Photoshop. But for now, yeah, that's the character concepts for my characters. Now we're gonna focus on the girl character, who also plays a major part. Still don't know a name for her, although I am open to names that regard her being named after a jewel or an alchemy, a famous alchemy jewel.
Hold on one
But
second.
mind you,
Yeah.
there's a plot twist that'll go with her name. Like, she's gonna be named like off of a diamond or rock. I might call her Diamond. All right, so now I'm gonna work on the facial features of her character, of our character here.
Let me
So she's young, so I'm gonna give her a button nose. Give her lips. Young characters, their young features, their eyes are big, so I'm gonna give her very big eyes.
see. Awesome.
Let's see. I'm gonna do it like this. Because she's a female, I'm gonna add lashes that are visible on both sides. So like I said before, my eyes are kind of like C's. They never change. thought to make her cute. So now she gets short eyebrows,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
two
Oh,
circles
look
for
at
the
that.
pupils.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, next I would want to add her facial features, which I want her to have earrings. And I want her to have this line right here will be her ponytail, which is her hairstyle is kind of good. Her hairstyle is kind of related to I'm trying not to make it so what's the word? So Riley off of Boondocks.
Oh, is that what you're trying to do? Put cornrows on?
Cornrows, that's what I want. I want her to have cornrows, but it's
Or
hard.
braids?
Braids, exactly, yes. But cornrows mostly. I'm not good with drawing hair. That is a weakness for me. But I will try. They say the ears are supposed to connect so near the eyes, so I'm gonna do that right there. I'll do the 2 dots for the earrings for now for this main character concepts. And let's just focus on a ponytail for now. Which is basically just multiple M's. Over and over and over and over and over. Yeah.
Oh, that's where you pull that in?
Yeah.
Where did you get that idea from, or did you see that before?
Like I said, I used to draw pictures, and if there's an easy way of drawing them, I'd take that way over anything. So, doing a ponytail, I used to do like simple M shape and whatnot,
Mm-hmm.
and just draw it on the side and kind of like that. Just color it black. I mean, the way I saw it is, if you can just add detail to a simple shape or drawing, it looks good. But that was an earlier version of me. So we got her face, and like I said, her face could change over time because she's a little older now. She was supposed to be 13, but I'm gonna make her 16, 17. While our main antagonist, TV Forehead, is going to be in his 20s. Okay, so same concept for the thing is that she's just gonna have zigzags now on her head like this, and she's meant to be a cute character, but not in the way that you know. Let's see. I know what it's kind of how I want it.
Why is it coming out like that?
What's that? Do you see it? Okay. Perfect. So that's the first concept. Now, I'm gonna do her side view. Crud. Drop my pencil. There you go.
Would you throw the pencil on the floor?
Nah, I dropped it. Let me fix the top of her head. I want her to have a completely round head. Oh, shoot. There we go. Shoot. Okay, perfect.
Oh, you know why it's doing that? I think... I'm on a layer that's like way down there. Here we go.
I kind of want her to have headphones, but I'll put that on her on the main part of her body. Matter of fact, I'll do it on the side view picture that I'm about to do right now. So I fleshed out 4 things. Let's flesh out this one now. We'll just there we go. It's a perfect rendition. Eyebrow. Okay, we're gonna add the eye. Because her nose is a little small, it's probably gonna be about that size.
Got it. Oh, so you have that very minimal style where it's kind of like you put the impression of the nostrils, a line for
Mm-hmm.
the nose. So
Exactly.
mine, what I did for mine was, if you can see here,
Hold on, let me switch my screen real quick. I'm just okay. There we go. I'm adding your headphones in on this one.
it's
All
kind of
right, now I'm
yeah,
yeah.
it's kind of stylized, but you have, and it's gonna as I zoom in because I took this picture from somewhere else.
It's pixelated.
Yeah, no, yeah, because I took it from something else. It was
Yeah.
usually smaller, but the nostrils, right, are just this and this,
Hmm.
and then you have this, then you shade this to this to this to this around, and it looks darker than what it actually is, but that creates the sides of the nose without going into too much detail and without just leaving it like this, which I don't want to do. I want to add some detail. And look, that's
No,
just, you know,
that's perfect. That's perfect for your style because you're good
it's
with
different.
you're great with shading. It's
Right, right,
different.
right, right,
It
right.
works that way. See the two lines that you just did is my simplistic style. Even as an animator, I'm gonna have what's known as lazy shading, which is not smooth shading it, but adding the shapes and then adding like black shadow and making it opaque.
Look at that smoothness, bro. It took me a little while, but I went from the legs in this one. I'll show everybody. Let's see. So if you go to this versus this,
Right, right.
and then watch I take the line art off. Hold on. Oh, this isn't the one with the line art. This is just the basic one.
Okay.
I think electrified. I took it off. Okay, so let me take the line art off of this one, I believe.
Okay, hold on. While you're doing that, I'm just gonna finish. No character's head.
All right, where would I put the line art? It has to be somewhere right on top. Frame 1 is everything, so it has to be somewhere in this one right here. Let's take that frame out. Outline. Outline. So notice how much of a difference it is. You see that?
Let me see. Hold on. Oh wow.
So when I take the outline out and everything like that, it's just like that. Same thing with the legs.
Right. It looks a lot cleaner. Like, yeah, it looks a lot cleaner.
So like if I actually did it without the outlines, it'd be smooth all the way around. It's smooth now, but the outlines, they house the edges. So take that back on.
Let me see what the outlines on now. You're putting it back. Oh, so you even did the outlines in separate layers.
Everything. And that helps you, so
Wow.
you're able to kind of see. Look at, I'm a shoe guy. The heels are the lightning bolts, the clouds, and everything like that.
That's amazing. So I'm guessing she's the character that controls the weather, lightning. Or is that the same character with the? No, that's another character. You have 3 characters in all, right?
I don't know if, you know what? I had this idea. I might keep this as a separate character, like a third character, and leave Nimba just with the purple hair, and then keep the angry one.
Unless that is Nimba and you just gave her
No, I mean originally it was Nimba, and I gave her a new look, based on like her attitude and stuff like that.
Then you did a good job because you may as well make her. You may as well make that
Another character, yeah.
Yeah, because that doesn't look nothing like Nimba anymore. Let me see. I'm gonna have
What do you think her name could be?
Hmm.
You're definitely
Dude,
right.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm already having trouble doing a name for my character,
Let alone mine, right?
let alone yours.
Oh yeah, and look at this one I did for Memorial.
Hold on 1 second. Don't go anywhere. Just adding the finishing touches, ponytail to my character, and then let me see. Oh, that's cool.
So that was Nimba, the red hair and everything like that, red, white, and blue. So like whenever someone looks at it, I'm keeping all the like, dude. I just love like creating new things. You know, like with the 19, well, with any wartime era, whether it's in color or black and white, they have like the rosy cheeks and stuff like that. I just didn't put freckles on her. I didn't think that was necessary. But I gave her an Uncle Sam look without giving her an Uncle Sam look, if that makes any sense.
No. You made her look a little bit more American. That makes sense.
More urban American with like a twist, because she has the bandana, the red and white hair, which a lot of people are coloring their hair now. Oh.
Oh shoot! Hold on.
What'd you just do?
No, I accidentally exited out of my.
No, just keep doing what you're doing. I'll just keep explaining this. But like the red and white hair, because a lot of people are coloring their hair now. I actually gave her pupils on this. This looks pretty dope, dude. I might make this into even though this is like Memorial, I might not name it Memorial. Take off the Memorial and just keep it as like Patriotic Nimba and make that as a limited offer. Because I'll be doing pins and buttons and different things like that. But look, even the small impression down here, you see the little collarbone?
Yeah.
Both sides of the collarbone, right? On the left side, you have airbrush shadow. Under the chin, you have a little bit of shadow. On top of the chin, you have shadow. On the cheeks, you have shadow. I did my nose thing again. You see it?
Yeah.
It goes up this way and hooks around, almost like an ox.
Right.
Look at this.
Wait, hold that thought for a second. I think my video is. Why is my video? Can you see my video?
Not as of now, but keep pushing through it, and I'll just keep talking as well, because I wanted to kind of get through this.
Okay, so I'm gonna click stop sharing, and then I'm gonna get back on.
What I did was I added something for her rosy cheeks. Dude, you're gonna mess around and make this like. Look at this close up. I'm loving this right now. Like, do you see this?
It's amazing, and you're doing good with the pupils as well.
Oh my gosh, because like you don't want to put them too far up, and it looks like she's doing like she's like getting possessed or something. I didn't want to go overkill, because like for the original, I had like a look at this. So you have the stars here, star, all the way across the bandana, right?
Right.
I didn't want to put stars in her eyes, like the bokeh stars or whatever. The anime bokeh stars. I didn't want to put those across her eye. Because what would tend to happen is you go overboard with it instead of just focusing on those. Remember those three main things that we talked about? 3 key features to make the character?
Yeah.
I ended up doing that again. See, look. The lips are bare red. The skin is just skin and rosy.
Mm-hmm.
The hair, the bandana, and the ribbon. 1, 2, 3. Look at the balance that it creates rather than having all these ornate things all over her. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So like what I was told is, and you can even see, I've developed a style where it's very sharp, but it has a touch of airbrushed texture, and I like it that way because I mix both. Even with the ear, you don't go too much into it. With the eye, you don't go too much into it. It's almost it's like raster and vector all in one. Even with the hair just flows in such a way where you don't have to put too much emphasis on the details of it. The details of the hair are the curves, the curls, and that's what makes her the character that she is. So
Okay.
I went from just having her, and you'll notice there's a clear difference. And I may keep her hair like that, but this is her normally. No pupils, just nice and naked face. And what I did was her hair back here, I didn't like how it was stuck together, but then you have everything else up here that is piled or swirly and curled. So what I'm going to do is actually use what I did before. Take the, like, keep this, keep the actual color, pull the line art specifically for the hair, erase all the extra line art, and just keep this side, rematch it, and then recolor it, and let that be the finalized version for the purple. Because I like how this flows better. It makes no sense to have hair that's, you know, loose and wavy and nice, like loose curls, and then have this side that's just a clump. You see what I'm saying? So it's almost like I had to go back and kind of revitalize.
Right.
See, right now it's just like a clump. It went off again, but we can just keep working and keep talking and stuff like that.
I closed it out because it was still loading and whatnot.
Oh, okay. So you get more of an understanding.
Jump back in.
No problem. No problem. You get more of an understanding now of kind of what that means and what it means to go back and kind of yeah, I really like how we have the ability as creators and stuff like that to kind of, especially like with myself, go back and get a second chance at what we did already. I really like how this came out, and this took me a day to do.
Day?
One day.
Yeah, like to plan the characters and whatnot.
No. This whole thing took me one day.
Wow, day.
Slowly but surely, I'm actually like getting faster and faster at it.
Excuse me, Mr. One Day. It takes me pretty long to make the character.
No, but it was like all day. It was like all day, and then at night I posted it. And I was like, let me push myself. Let me do a 24-hour challenge because I didn't have anything for Memorial Day. So I was like, okay, let me do something Nimba related, you know, almost like Mickey Mouse. You can create different things from him. This is my Mickey Mouse. She is my Mickey Mouse. She is my character. She is my brand. And her twin is going to be more like if I was the male and I had a twin sister of some kind, what would half of my personality be like? The boy is going to be more of my he's more of my, like, not mysterious, but more of my reserved side that's kind of like ready to jump into action to protect somebody. And then she's more of the nurturing, comforting side that's trying to resolve things, but she's also ready to encourage and uplift. He can do the same thing, but he's more steadfast. He's more of the I don't want to say authoritarian. I don't want to say anything negative, but he's more of the kind of person to kind of speak less words and show what he's talking about. And she's going to be the character that's going to be more of talk about what's happening. You know what I mean? And if I really want to do that, the idea, I really like what you said, and having her be the third character, and then maybe having the other girl being a fourth character, almost like an always angry character or whatever, but having this one be the other character. This had it didn't have some inspiration from Boondocks, but you see kind of how like the eyes, it's just a simple it's just a simple lash, and it just kind of like flows over. So she's gonna be the third character. I'm gonna work on names pretty soon, but overall I like what you said, because what she pretty much hold on, it's not this one, it's this one. What she's going to signify is, I don't know, I don't want to play her as the character that's just like the third wheel. I want to give her something that the other ones don't have. Maybe The brother's gonna have more of, think about it like Final Fantasy-esque. Each one has like their own roles and stuff like that kind of make their group work. I want my main Nimba character maybe to be the more neutral, flowy one. So you'll have her, right? Nimba is not this one, not this one, not this one, not this one. Where's the main headshot? Oh, here we go. This is the one where like this is her relaxed state, her calm state. You saw no, actually sorry. This is the playful state. I also have the other one with the curly cloudy hair. That's the neutral state. That's the like relaxed state. This is the more playful like jokey kind of state. And this is the one that's like water, almost like fluid. You know what I mean? So what?
Yeah, I'm reading it.
Yeah. So even though yours isn't loading, I'm having a good time kind of just explaining the characters and things like that. And I may revitalize this also, because what I did was I invented, okay, water and ice kind of go together. They're the same element, just in different forms. So I have my walking cycle that I'm doing. And once again, you keep it very simple. You have 3 key elements that make up the character all in all, and then I have like the whole background and everything like that, and it's going to be flowing from right to left as she's walking. So again, this isn't the final one, is it? Let me see. No. You guys can probably see, like, as you're watching, I have like 20 different of the same one, but it's different. It's actually different frames. So you'll notice like the leg is here, the leg is there, and it kicks up slowly but surely, and then she's standing still here. So each individual frame makes up the walking cycle, and when I put it all together, or put some of it together, just to show you guys right here. So basically that's just one side moving from left to right, and this is all done in Procreate. This is an iPad app in order to draw pretty much illustrations and things like that. You can do mostly rasters. You don't do anything vector based, which is like Illustrator and things like that. But this, I love how you can like let it just walk. But every time she lifts her foot in one way or another, I pretty much keep the front side in a more relaxed tone. I have the shadow and everything, but I keep the boots. Let me pause this. Oh, actually, don't pause it because it's gonna create that shadow effect. But for the boots, you'll notice how the front cover, there's a little sheen to it. You see it, like a white sheen.
Hold on. I am still drawing and whatnot, even if my video is invisible. So...
No problem. I'll just explain it to the viewers. So the actual thing, these are like normal snow boots, almost like Uggs, high top Uggs. And this line is actually, I like futuristic stuff, and I like the aesthetic of it and everything like that. So the white line is actually power, and that power, she has the ability to either freeze or to turn back into water, whatever she steps on. So she can step on water and turn it into ice, or step on ice and turn it into water and glide and stuff like that. I'm making this stuff up, dude, and I'm gonna go back on this and reformulate. I like how I'm able to make this my own, and it's not something that someone's boxing me into. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
So with the actual character, this line right here is going to be neon. I actually have to erase some of that right there, that line I see. But this is going to be have a neon glow to it. Again, for the knees, just a very simple airbrush line for both of these. And this isn't the final one. The final one that I have is more polished, and this doesn't even have like any of the extra effects. I need to actually show you guys once I finish that, the extra effects and things like that. But same thing with her eyes. I just love, like, do you see this? I'm just letting it play, like how much hours of work that I put into it, and just like the learning curve once you get it.
Flow.
Yeah.
Once you get the flow, it feels good, doesn't it? Like you just like you really it like second nature after a while.
You notice for every frame, like she moves up and down because she's walking. Nobody If you walk in a straight line and you never move up and down, you're a literal Tron or Mr. Game and Watch character. There's no way. There's no way that you can just
Yeah,
skid across the floor.
they call it building character in junk when you're doing characters that are like, what is it in animation? When a character is, you're giving him, yeah, you're giving him character when you allow him to walk. There are, from what Richard Williams is, if you, I'm not sure if you've heard of Richard Williams, but his book Animation Survival Kit is he explains how every character or every person has a specific walk cycle and whatnot that shows their characteristics, like how strong, like one walk can show them being strong, one walk can show them being a little bit giddy or feminine. It's all in how you make your character and whatnot.
Wow.
I'm gonna. All right, so I did finish my concept. I'm sorry that I cut myself off by accident.
Instead
I'm
of
gonna
sharing your
put-
screen, can you put an image? Wait. So is it the screen share, or can you also share an image through Discord? That's one thing I want to know.
That I'm not sure, my guy. Let me see.
I mean, you did well. You did well for as long as you were, doing it for.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still gonna keep working as we are, dang nabbit. I
Dude,
think
this is
it's because
amazing. I wish more people actually jumped on the bandwagon. There's a lot of
it
people
would
that are
be-
scared.
Don't be. I mean, truth be told, we're just normal. If
Yeah.
anything, I introduce us as normal guys who have an artistic need and artistic talent and whatnot that we want to share to the world.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, truth be told, it's just a matter of you being comfortable with yourself, putting yourself, like, just drawing.
Yeah.
It's just drawing.
Yeah.
We're all people. We don't judge. I mean, even if you're drawing stick figures or whatever it may be, if you're enjoying what you're drawing is all that really matters. If it makes you feel inspired, it's all that really matters at this point.
Mm-hmm.
It's all that's the sort of feeling we're trying to put out there. We're trying to let people, inspire people to keep drawing or keep doing whatever it is they prefer to do, with whether it be painting, making music, sculpting,
Mm-hmm.
character concepts. Like for me, I want to be an animator. Through this channel, I was inspired to make concepts, make my own story. The story itself didn't take but like a couple days to come up with, and this was while I was working at my job.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I was ecstatic to share it with everybody because originally my original post was gonna have me look at the chat line and draw characters, which will be the next Friday post. I will actually take the time to draw whatever character anybody sees and whatnot. Now, not to jump off topic, I do
Sure.
want to know like how many people actually came into the feed.
Yeah.
I
So
can't see them.
So as of now, like I have the number. I think we had infrequently through Facebook. I have to get my numbers like right, but we had 5 or 6 come through different channels, and they stopped by. It's Friday night, and then we have one person. Like I said before, they let me know like, okay, I said they're welcome here and everything like that. This is not just for content creators. This is not just for people that create art. My channel is for people that just want to relax, get to know, learn about each other and things like that. My channel is community based. It's easy listening, easy reactions and stuff like that. Encouraging channel in every way, shape, and form. It's not something that you have to be an elite artist. Oh, there it is. It's up. You don't have to be an elite artist to join the channel in any way, shape, and form. Be yourself. I want to be able to start different chats and different things like that. I do play games, as you guys know, on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube, and I just started redoing that as well. And I pretty much restarted everything, rebranded myself. Forevermore, design is something that I do as a business, graphics and things like that, illustrations. I also have the gaming side, which is the reflexive side, but also just letting people know that I want to bridge the gap between the two of those and eventually maybe create a game or two, even if it's mobile, with my Nimba character. So I know there's a reason for everything, and if you guys start out small, there is light at the end of the tunnel. Just stay with what you're doing. And even what I'm doing just now, what you see in front of you, was references. Actually, The only thing that I really took from something else was just the shape of the head and everything like that. And what I pretty much did for everything else was kind of understand how the body works and just continue to look at how things actually function. And when I did that, I was able to push past the idea that I wasn't able to do it and stop looking at other people so much to the point where it got you discouraged, and just drew for the sake of loving drawing, and just listen to music or do whatever you do to unwind. Do it on your downtime and do it as a passion project. I feel as if someone's always doing something for commissions, they'll get lost in the sauce, if I can say anything else, and they'll feel as if they're trapped making work for other people and never for themselves. I also have a Patreon that I've created in order to push this character as well, in the narrative of the character. But pretty soon what I'm going to do, like Kevin said just now, I had the idea of creating situations of, okay, not just what girls and guys think, but also put my character in certain situations and then see how they would get out of it. Almost like the old cartoons did. Watch next time as such and such gets out of this idea. I have a lot planned for this character, and I know this is something that I'm passionate about now. And never have I ever thought that I was going to go into this. I was actually a traditional artist, and I did a lot of natural art, paintings, drawings, sculptings, and things like that. And I was actually discouraged from doing, this kind of stuff. But I found that in my heart that marrying the two actually was able to push me past my own threshold of experience and wisdom in what I know. So now that I'm able to speak to you guys about what's going on and what I have in the future, it really makes me more driven more now than ever. But Kevin, I do want you to take it away from there since your thing is up. But I wanted to encourage everyone, no matter how small you start, I'm going to look back on this and really think like, okay, just 1 month ago, I started with, okay, I don't even do this kind of stuff. Then I did the one character, and that took me about 3 weeks to kind of get her down and everything like that, to really kind of get like all the things necessary for her. Started with a story, and then after that, after I got her character down, I was like, okay, I want another idea for her. So I was like, okay, let me do a water state. Then after I did that, I took the same curls and the same idea and made a different personality from her. And then that took me not 2.5 weeks, but this probably took me like 2 weeks because I was doing other things as well. So you went from 3.5 weeks to about 2.5 weeks to, okay, I want to do something a little bit more electric. And this took me 2 weeks, all completely from drawing to finished. And the hair took about a few days by itself because you wanted the hair to look natural and curly and not like a bunch of blobs. And I had to put extra effects in that and everything like that, making sure that the hair and the head was a good proportion. The braids, mine, because I am black, I want black representation in art and in animation, and tell a positive narrative despite what, I'm not going to name any names, but certain creators have made black people in a negative tone or a stereotypical tone, in which is not true. So embracing natural beauty, curly hair, coily hair, and things like that, embracing what you have and owning it is what really drove me to kind of create her as a character. And this potentially is going to be another character because she doesn't share the same facial features and things like Nimba herself, but each curl I put attention and detail into, even with her face and everything like that, her blushing, her eyebrows, everything like that just screams confidence and boldness. Even with her hair, she has a little bit of the baby hair slicked back. She has the cornrows and the braids, which I was showing you before, Kevin. I know you're working on your stuff, right, but I'm just talking. The cornrows and braids, but then she also has the curls as well. So it's a mixed hairstyle. And contrary to popular belief, what some people believe, these kind of hairstyles should be and can be embraced in the workforce. It's not just straight hair representation. So it's a lot of different things. And you can even tell, look, by what she's wearing. She's wearing the dress shirt, right? She's wearing, it's not a tie, but it's like a necktie, whatever. Pants that aren't too tight. I'm promoting, positivity and everything like that. But even for the pants, look, the pants have subtle elements as well. She has the lightning bolts on each one of the buttons, and also lightning on the heels of the shoes. So there's definite attention to detail, but overall, just having fun with creating the character is the most important part, and not doing it for a show, not doing it for recognition, but just doing it because you want to create something. And all of this, even this character, this character or version of her wasn't inspired by anything. I just thought of puffy hair, started with 2 curls, put the forehead, the head shape, and everything like that. Put the angry mouth because that was her angry state. I thought of a jean jacket. I took if you can see, there's a little bit of texture there, right? I added the texture, but you can only see it when you zoom in. But I added a pink jean jacket. You pull it back a little bit, you have a little bit of shading on the torso. Same thing with the arm to kind of make it cylindrical, and then you have some shading for the elbow and the wrist down there. I was gonna do, but ultimately I took, okay, what kind of show or character would kind of exemplify her angry state, and I thought of, who do you think I thought of when I made this?
Oh, me? For your character?
Specifically the clothes.
Okay, let me get a good look at the clothes then. Concept alone, Little Red Riding Hood is kind of what came to mind.
Okay.
But then again, no, not Little Red. I thought that was a hood, but that's actually part of the background.
Look at the jean jacket.
Jean jacket?
And it's ripped.
It's been a while since I've seen a character in that sort of
Street Fighter.
Street Fighter? Which character?
Akuma.
Read you loud and clear. I would have never guessed that. I'm gonna be as real as a heart attack with you, bro.
I mean, it's not meant to exemplify his, but just inspiration from the ripped jean jacket material. So instead of rips, they're actually puffy, like the puffy material, the fur on the outside. So I mean, like, I don't know if you're into certain games like that, like for popular knowledge and things.
I do use gaming characters and whatnot for like inspiration as well as resource, like Street Fighter, Darkstalkers, Tekken, because they're humans, and I use the anatomy, not as much as their clothes, unless there's a specific costume that really interests me in a way. If that makes any sense. Like say, okay, I want to learn how to draw a simple kung fu uniform or like a taekwondo uniform. For the gaming character, I would use probably Horong because he has the typical like taekwondo uniform. He also practices taekwondo, and so on and so forth. And it's not just the characters I would try to learn. The concept of the character that I would try to learn from. It would be like the movements, their fight style. If I want to learn a specific fighting style, this all comes in animation. Like people who did those stick fights, they copied the fighting styles from games like Mortal Kombat, Street Fighters.
Oh, you mean like the the Flash games?
Exactly. They copied from the main games like Mortal Kombat and stuff.
And Mortal Kombat copied from real life videotapes.
From real life. Yeah, real life videotapes. It's stop motion of actual people.
Yeah.
And whatnot, which is very cool, by the way.
That's really weird to like notice, like when you're at the arcade and stuff like that. Why does it look like because it was a real person with mocap on.
Exactly. Oh, good. We're about to have some clean lines now for this one.
I like it.
So let's see. So going just real quick because I'm not sure if anybody's seen my screen so far.
No, they've seen everything. You're in a box. Yeah, you're on a box on the right side.
Crap. Okay, so yeah, if it looks a little clear now, I added opacity to one layer, so every single character looks a lot lighter. And now when I draw on them, the line is gonna be a lot darker and whatnot. And I'll have my clean lines. So the first thing I'm gonna get rid of, I'm gonna focus on, is probably my ninja character. Well, not ninja, but my neck. If you will.
Mm-hmm. I'm really liking this time that we're spending right now. Like,
I am too, dude. This is like huge. This is like, thank you again for inviting me.
no problem.
I'm not sure if I ever thanked you, but this is like something I now look forward to every Friday.
Yeah, man.
This is something I hope we continue to do. Something I hope will continue to inspire people.
And especially with the platform that I have right now, it'll allow other creators to join in. And what we'll potentially do is have the live streams where I'll have a select person like yourself and other people. And we can also do private live streams like we do through Discord. Some people feel more comfortable that way. And then I may take like the highlights from it and then export it back to Facebook or to YouTube, and make it a community thing. This is really what we wanted to do years ago, but I think now we're at a better place in order to make that happen.
Exactly. I highly agree that this is something I was looking forward to doing years ago with a group, as a group.
Yeah.
What we wanted to do, draw the attention of the crowd, but at the same time, like you said, things kind of happened and whatnot, and we kind of lost touch.
Mm-hmm.
But now we have this opportunity where we can, thanks to you, of course, to get our work out there, get
Mm-hmm.
more fancy, get more needed and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And more importantly, allow people to come to a realization and build a confidence in their artwork, no matter what it is. Because a lot of people, what they end up doing is they end up being told your artwork is this, your artwork is that, you'll never be this and that, and that ultimately stops a lot of really good artists from being who they are. In total, there's a lot of discouraging people out there. There's even some people that don't understand art, and they'll rip up your artwork and stuff like that just to be spiteful and everything. And creating is not easy. So for those that destroy, creative works, shame on you, because that means you don't have the capacity to do it yourself.
Exactly. Absolutely. I couldn't have said that better myself.
Okay, so where is... Oh, here's the symbol.
So yeah, for now, I'm just working on adding the clean lines. Now, it's not going to be clean, but it'll be character concept clean.
It's not going to be fresh and so clean. It's just going to be clean.
Exactly.
Let me erase all this other stuff over here, except for this one, because it's kind of in the way.
Right now, I gave y'all the story of my characters and everything, but like I said, this is a project, so it could change through time, depending on if I choose to add this character having this and that character doing that kind of style. But hopefully I don't change too much. The main idea will forever stay the same.
Forever.
Forevermore, forever stay the same.
Forever and ever. Alright. I'm gonna add that symbol and put it down there. So I'm not gonna add the shoelaces quite yet, but I'm gonna kind of pull the design together and not just leave it kind of hanging.
Mind you, the same fun fact, the same way I'm drawing is the same way I animate.
There's a call coming in. I'm gonna mute, but you can keep talking.
Okay, cool. So, like in animation, you're gonna work with adding the skeletal parts of the character or your animation, the main keyframes, then drawing over it with the finishes. Right now, I'm adding every ounce of detail And this will go through every single frame process right here, just adding the detail. And so I'm just gonna add the line like this. I do have his batons, but I kind of want them to stay as they are right now, just half cylinders. Perfect. All right. Crud. Okay, cool. After I flesh them out, I will get rid of the skeletal concept, and hopefully we'll have something. All right, so okay, cool. Let's see. Let me work on the arms. Sorry, my art is like all over the place. But I guess I work with wherever I can and whatnot. Let's see. All right. I'm gonna add a little square right there. And then okay. Okay, now I'm just gonna add my other lines, which basically consists of these. Cool. All right, so let's see. I'm going back. I think I'll do Spike next, then my TV forehead character. And as I'm going, I'm going to be focusing on changes that I may or may not want to keep, lines that I may or may not want to keep, that kind of stuff. Does have a circle here. Okay. So I made it quite obvious that I wanted him to have armored legs. So we're gonna add that in now. And to add to the lining, add those for his feet. And then, there you go. And do the same thing. Mm-hmm. There we go. Perfect. All right, so Perfect. Okay, one thing I'll give props about this sketchbook program that I'm using is that it's good for when I want to work with character concepts alone. So my lines and stuff don't have to be neat so long as I got a good depiction of what I want my character to look like. Let's see, perfect. And usually how I draw their hands is kind of like a ball of fist, and then right there. The one thing I don't have problem drawing is hands. There. So we got our first character, a nameless rival is what we will call him. Now we're gonna move on to the next one. Also goes without showing, although this is a front picture of him, he has a jetpack on, well, not a jetpack, but like a jetpack on his back. Yeah. Okay, so that's my first character. Okay, now we're gonna move to Spike, character that I've had for a very long time. Move back a little. Start with the head. Now, I know y'all, if some of y'all are thinking that this is an unfinished character, no, he is actually the most plain-faced character that I ever have. He has 2 eyes, a circle, and a dot. It's highly inspired by, call him a more radicalized version of Felix the Cat. For those of y'all who don't know who Felix the Cat is, he was an old cartoon by Max Fleischer. Has the same concept of so yeah, he's got a black skin, black fur, and whatnot. Let's see. I don't mind keeping. He doesn't have nostrils. In anime, that's what they call with detail when he's mad. I'm not sure. Instead of the upper lip going up, I'm just gonna have it going down like that. Perfect. Okay, so he wears a shirt on top of a shirt. I don't know. We're trying as we go. Make that disconnect like so. And let's add his shoulder. Perfect. One shoulder. And he has little scars on his shirt. I changed the color of his concept because his shirt is black, the inside of his shirt is red. He's just black, red, and his eyes are green. So I'm gonna see if I can fix that. His powers, back in the day when I originally made him, his eyes can glow in the dark. He had the same sort of characteristics of a cat, I guess. I'm actually gonna, there we go. I'm gonna do that. Perfect. And once again, excuse the lines, the concept. This actually helps me out in abundance because now I know what I want my characters to look like, and this is something I can work with in the future and hopefully have finished product. Future endeavors, I will actually even start animating, because I do animate as well. For now, it's just character concepts. So all my characters, for some strange reason, are skinny. Not sure what to say about that. I grew accustomed to skinny characters because I myself am skinny. Okay, cool. Okay, gonna add the fist, balled up fist. Tail in the background, which, like I said before, is just a line. Originally, he had a very long, very thick tail. He didn't wear clothes. He had a bow tie. He was more cartoony than his now counterpart. Let's see if I can. Okay. I think I'm getting the hang of bringing it close and bringing it far. So, yeah, we're gonna draw his pants now. Before I said I was gonna add the wrinkles onto here, so I'm gonna do that right now. Actually, There we go. Okay, cool. Next would be his pouches, which they're just there for fashion. I don't think he will ever put anything in them. Boom, boom. Perfect. I'm not sure what the line is for, but I've seen them a lot on cargo pants for some strange reason. Usually what I do is I add the wrinkles on there too. Okay, perfect. Then what I do is, because I'm such a lazy artist, I add the detail to the shoes, adding the laces first. He has a special kind of shoe where his feet actually pop out. He's got claws on his feet too, but I guess I'm gonna have to figure that out too as I go.
Does Rocco wears shoes, right? He wears like these like slip-in shoes, right?
Rocco's Modern Life?
Yeah, I'm thinking about like animals that have like clothes and stuff.
If you want to really base my character off of an animal, although yeah, Rocco does wear sneakers. I would say base my character morally off of like there's this new anime that kind of gives off the same vibe as my cartoon that I've been trying to make. Although it wasn't inspired by it, this new anime kind of had the same concept as I wanted. It's an anime called shoot. It was made by Studio Trigger. I forgot what it was.
You forgot what it's called.
Pride. Let me look it up. I'll look it up real quick. I just finished Spike. Let me go ahead and show them off while I look up that gosh darn character. Okay, so then I'll put him censored. There we go, perfect. And if I want to, okay, I know how to censor it now.
You can't grab it like Procreate?
No, this is Sketchbook. So everything is kind of.
Oh, that's what I was gonna send you. Okay.
Yeah. So let me see. Studio Trigger.
I forgot I was gonna send you that.
okay, yeah, they made a lot of cool stuff. Gurren Lagann.
Oh, Gurren Lagann. Okay.
No, it's not based off of Gurren Lagann, but
No, I'm saying the actual show I've seen.
yeah, Gurren Lagann. They made Little Witch Academia. They made Kill la Kill. Made one bad one. It's based off of a ninja, but I forgot what it's called. And it was very, very lazy animation.
Ninja Gaiden.
Lazy? Is that it?
No, you know it's not that. Ninja Gaiden is from like PlayStation, like 1.
Oh, you mean Ninja Gaiden? Oh,
Yeah.
you mean the NES game.
Yeah, well, yeah, all that stuff was old. That's been like since like animation first started.
Oh, okay. Here we go. It's called BNA Brand New Animal.
What?
Yeah, it's a weird name, but it's basically an anamorphic cartoon that Studio Trigger has been working on. It's just now current.
Anamorphic or anthropomorphic?
Anthrop. You know what I meant.
No, because
Anthropomorphic.
anamorphics. Yeah. Sorry, I'm not being a stickler, but I'm just making sure that you're, you know,
No, you're right. It's anthropomorphic.
because it's animals taking on human traits, right?
Exactly.
Call me the professor.
The main character is a Tanuki, which is
A raccoon.
exactly, raccoon.
Yeah. I don't watch anime like that, but I know a lot of culture.
I watch anime and know some culture, but not all.
Nobody can know all culture because there's some subcultures that aren't like.
I mean, like not all culture, but all of the culture.
Oh, I get. Okay.
Yeah, all of one culture. I wish I could learn. I can learn, but like will I choose to? It's a matter of seeing in the future.
You like this so far?
Like what?
It looks different at your angle, but like when you're sitting right in front of it, the
Let's
shoes.
see. Love the shoes, dude.
Oh,
I
you
didn't
can't even
know
see the. There you go.
I didn't know you could. I didn't know you could create your own shoes. I actually could have used. I wish I could.
Stop saying I wish and just work at it.
Just do it. Yeah. like the Nike commercial.
I was gonna
said.
say that we're not sponsored.
Yeah, you're. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Not sponsored. Nothing is correlated.
Oh.
You gotta remember that when you are in this realm, dude.
In this realm of animation,
Yeah.
drawing and whatnot, we gotta be careful. But you're right. But yeah, working with clotheslines and all that stuff, it all comes to time. Even with my character, as plain Jane as he may be, I thought to myself, work with the basics. If you want a character in a long sleeve shirt or an unbuttoned long sleeve and a shirt inside, I mean, it's not hard to draw it. It's hard to draw like the patterns
Yeah.
for the extra buttons and styles that come with it. A person could easily draw like a simple thing like
You can draw bricks for shoes, but when you put the details in them.
yeah, when you put the details like the laces and whatnot, even check me out. I mean, for me to draw a shoe, it would look like something like this. Here's the tongue. Here's the laces and whatnot. Shoot.
Connect the laces, please.
Hmm?
Connect the loops. Ah,
Connect the loops.
it's hurting me. No, I'm kidding. No, you have a different style. You have a more like, okay, let's draw like, okay, imagine if I was drawing a bee, right?
Yeah.
I would draw it like this. Oh no,
Let's
sorry.
see, hold on.
Can you see?
Hmm.
I would draw a bee like this. Right?
Yeah.
Imagine if someone drew a bee like this. It's still a bee, right?
It's still a bee.
But
yeah.
for some reason, like sometimes it bothers me, like just, you know what I mean? Like if you have like people that put toilet paper under instead of over, or if you have like small little things like that, like what else is there? Like instead of doing the loop de loop, like you
They-
hold one and then you tie it to tie it thing. They do both loops and then tie it, like stuff like that. It's like
it has to be the way I think it's called being a perfectionist. I'm not sure. Like everything has to.
it's
be
the
done
it's the same letter though. Look at that. Look, it's
It is the same letter, but
D,
how it's
and then-
written is,
ugh.
I mean, yeah. Think about it. I've seen, yeah, it's being a perfectionist, like in a ways because we're not used to it. It's strange to, well, not strange to us, but you know,
Mm-hmm. Or like this.
it's.
Someone draws an 8, right? How would you? Some people draw 8s like this.
Hold on. Back on my video. Okay, go ahead.
They draw a figure 8, right?
Yeah.
What about this?
Wait. I thought that was the normal way of drawing eights. That's how I write my eights, the second way.
I know people that do it like that. I know people that do like that, and they come out looking weird stuff.
I know people that add a flat top to it and then do it the original way. So something sort of like this. Hold on.
A flat top.
Flat top. Like back when I was a little kid, I used to draw an 8 like this.
That's like Sonic the Hedgehog style. You know, like Sonic like this. Look, see?
Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah.
It's like not pop art, not neoclassical, but there's a certain era in art. I forgot where it was, but like this. Actually, more like this. Hold on. More exaggerated, like that, and then like this.
Well, you know, yeah, I used to write I still do my 3s like that, except I'm kind of weird. I mean, even so, my signature is also weird when I'm doing signature drawings.
You just do this, right?
Let me see. Hold on. My screen is kind of in the way. If you can move it down. Yeah, there you go. Isn't that a ham bone?
Yeah.
Is that supposed to be my signature? Lol. Kevin Ham, you're a clown.
No, but how do you really do it?
My signature is
Yeah.
kind of like this. Everybody and their mother always said that nobody can copy this, but I'm pretty sure with practice.
It's very comic book esque. Like you have like thin lines. I was never able to draw write a signature that's very thin like that. Like there's some people that write really small. Oh yeah, I've never wrote that small.
How do you do yours?
I mean, I don't think I have an artist one because I have like this. Mine's like
That's not my artist signature. That's my signature in general.
why?
Maybe I should. I don't know. Nobody can copy it. Kudos to whoever can.
It's more of like a Edgar Allan Poe or like a poet's, like very curvy,
Cool.
very curvy.
Real cool.
Versus like yours, which was like almost like I can't do it, but like yeah, it's a little bit more like comic versus
Comical. They say
poet.
You're the first person I ever heard like say comic, and there's a lot of people that say it's kind of like Walt Disney-esque and whatnot. I even have like shorter versions of it. Like this one is K Ham's. If you wanted to actually use K Hammond, let me see.
Ooh, look at that. Oh, I like that one. I might keep that one.
So this, then the star connects to the H.
Is the grocery store open right now?
Why you say that?
I want some soda. I don't have any.
And you're asking me this when you're God knows where.
Yeah, but up here grocery stores are open. Walmart is
Yeah.
open 24/7.
I hate the fact.
Down there, if you don't go down to the old
Don't worry, the old wishing well has some water in there.
the old watering hole and pray to the Lord for some.
Okay, Totally okay. Laugh while you can. That's some good wishing well water. That's good
I'm not
stuff.
drinking that, dude. My throat is gonna literally have me spitting like Reptile from Mortal Kombat, spitting straight acid.
The well water.
Yeah. No,
That's
honestly
how
though,
that's
it's good for you, but there can also be algae growing down there that could and scum and stuff like that that could make you sick, but you don't taste it. Like even like if you are in certain areas in nature and stuff like that, I learned that and like certain like things where people that got hurt or died, they thought it was like running water so it was safe, but there was still algae growing in the water and it got them really sick.
good lord.
Yeah, there.
But
Yes, he
I,
is.
I don't want to get sick off the algae, so I'm gonna stop drinking my well water and get back to drinking the toilet water that I'm so
The,
so widely familiar with.
it's widely accepted. The,
Yes, that's exactly what New York water tastes like.
that's what it smells like. No, actually, it smells worse
Bruh.
than that.
It smells a lot worse than that, dude. I don't know if that toilet water smells like perfume compared to the stuff we drink in New York. And the thing is, okay, so the funny thing about this little joke we're having is that I'm used to drinking sink water for real in real life. Like,
I have a
back
Brita
in,
on mine though.
huh?
I have a Brita on mine, like a filter on the nozzle.
Yeah, exactly. I don't have that. I actually don't mind it. If I'm thirsty and I want water, we don't have it. I'm just gonna improvise.
No,
But
you're
it's
not
actually
improvising because you could buy a filter. You're just doing it on purpose.
Hey man, water is water, but in New York you can't drink the water from out of the sink like some like some barbarian. No, because there's copper in their water.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure
It's,
yeah.
and from what the news keeps telling you, it's poison. So to keep training, I had to train myself living in New York that drink your water, Kevin, or you're gonna get poisoned, get sick.
Don't drink the Kool-Aid.
Well, that Kool-Aid is good. Shoot, I don't know. If
Yeah. Kool-Aid with the tap water that you had. Was that good?
Mm-hmm. Yep. You can actually see it glow in the dark. With chemical plants. I wouldn't drink that either.
Oh man, are you sure you don't have any powers for real?
Bro, I don't know what to tell you. I've been bitten by things. I've seen things.
So which New York character are you? Are you Spider-Man?
I'm probably a Ninja Turtle. They're in New York
Oh
too.
my
Mutated
gosh.
me into a whole nother animal. So we got the main concept of almost all my characters. Now I'm just gonna add the concept of my other character.
You're over there creating different concepts, and I'm still working on the shoes. But these shoes are pretty choice, though.
Better,
You can't
you're
see
doing
it.
better than me, my guy.
Dude, I'm literally like on 5% for my pencil. And that's perfect timing because it's like past 1 o'clock. And like once this pencil dies, I'm going to charge it. This is amazing. Like, I only got like, look, I only got.
Hold on. Let me take a look.
Excuse me.
Let me get out of this. Let me take a look at your screen. Boom. Okay, cool.
I only got like this done. But like, it takes longer than people expect to do shoes and stuff like that.
How do you do the laces? Are you gonna add laces?
I don't know if I want to make it conceptual or more traditional. I could do laces where, you know, you have the things crossing over, or I can just do an amp style thing where it's just like a grid or something that's like a little bit more
Okay, so we've been talking about my animation. Let's talk about yours. So when you animate your work and whatnot, do you like do the shoes have their own layer as well?
yeah.
Okay, so now I'm gonna ask this question: why is it that all specific body parts have different layers in your animation? Like, are you okay with that sort of style, or is it easier to you? Or
You no, they can be different layers, but you can group them together to move together still.
well, yeah, but still, like, I mean, for me, if I'm doing a character concept for the shoe, it would go with the finished layer with the lines. Like, you see what I'm doing here?
Mm-hmm.
Like, our different, like right now, I'm fleshing out my character, adding in the details, the wrinkles in the clothes and junk and
Mm-hmm.
whatnot. And in a little bit, I'm gonna add the shoe. But with you, you follow the way of like, you know, adding the layers, adding it in different layers. So I mean, if to me the equivalent of what you're doing is like equivalent of me adding a different layer for his pants, me adding different layer for his you get what I'm saying?
The sorry, the outline. I don't know what I was about to. I think I was about to talk at the same time, but his outline is all one layer, and if I wanted to move anything specifically, I would group items in that way instead of having everything move together. Everything would move together, but just in case you want one thing to move slightly bigger, make it smaller in perspective and stuff like that, I just think it's easier having them in separate layers. And by separate layers, like, okay, you color them separately. So if one is above the other, I work with layering in the effect that, okay, you see the foot and everything like that, but it's not just one flat thing. Maybe I'm just thinking about it from like a three-dimensional perspective at all times, and an angle where like it's not just all one thing. So if I want to make a change to the shading or the coloring of something, I don't have to redo or add to what I've already done. Instead, just, you know, kind of edit it directly. To me, it's like a
Okay.
checkpoint versus going back and having to redo large portions of it altogether.
Okay. I'm reading you, my guy. I'm reading you. So it does count as being a little bit more easier for you, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you think about everything on a certain level, but when you see my layers, it's not like I individually go and I think about everything as one layer to make up the larger picture. You draw as you go, and then you separate the layers as you're working on certain things in order to, like, say with mine, I don't have a solid color. I'll have a solid color and then create a clipping mask over top of that to add shadow. That's where most of the layers come from. And then over time, that will start to compile up. You start to group those different layers into different groups, and then those different groups become this or that. So when I move a leg, I'm moving a whole leg group of layers, not an individual layer. So if I ever wanted to do this, if I ever wanted to take different parts of my character and do what I did before, and you saw me take this tool
Okay, hold on.
and then copy and paste it, I can
Right,
either,
right.
it's going to take me longer to take this tool and copy and paste this whole thing rather than just selecting this layer, exporting it, or copying the whole thing and then just working it out that way.
Okay, cool.
You're more targeted in that sense rather than just, oh, this is what it looks like, let me try and recreate it. No, you can just have it already set and just, you know, for continuity's sake, have it ready so you don't have to miss out on anything that you had before, if that makes any sense.
Absolutely. Totally makes sense. All right, so I got 3 characters already inked out and lined. Let me know what you think.
I don't think I've seen you do any color. I think I did the color for you years ago, remember?
You did, dude. I just remembered. I still have your jack. The jack you colored in for me.
Oh, the one in the mirror?
No, not the rabbit one.
Okay.
Not that one. Not that
Oh,
one.
the red pants, right?
Red pants. Yeah, my character Jack.
Oh my gosh.
Still got it, my guy. Still got it.
I love that.
Okay, so
That was before we went to digital.
Before we went to digital. I'm traditional. So this that I'm doing right now, I don't know much more than just this. Just inking And by the way, I haven't, what's the word? Haven't,
Yes, yes.
I have not colored a drawing in so long.
Really,
Yeah, I've
bro.
never, I don't ever color my work, dude. Ever, ever. I don't know why. You know how the saying goes that every artist has a weak spot?
Oh yeah,
I
like they
think
can't draw eyes. Some guy can't draw like
ex-
hands.
exactly. I can't color.
So you'll do the line art and someone else will color it. No wonder. Okay, no, I figured, but I didn't want to assume. But I mean that's is that something like you just didn't want to focus on, or like you didn't?
No, it's not that. It's just that okay, so with coloring, it takes a long, not a long time. It's a process. I don't even know how to
So that's why
shade.
you're avoiding it.
No, it's like, for instance, with me trying to be an artist that can shade drawings, you have to have a very soft hand. Hands are firm right now. You kind of get what I mean. With you shading, your hands are very
My hands are more tactile. Is that what you're
tactile.
saying?
Exactly. You know what you're doing when it comes to like stuff like that, stuff like shading and whatnot.
So you're
You
saying
told
because
me,
your hand tight? Because that's how you
nah, dude, I got what do they call it? Hands that are too hard, too rough, too weird.
Oh my god, I get what you're saying, but it's funny how you're saying it though.
Well, that's to you.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so I got first character concept of my so-called character named Diamond. Okay, I'm gonna keep her hair just like that. I want to fix her eyes. I do not want those oval-shaped eye pupils. I want circles. Pretty sure people can draw circles a lot better than this, but I'm gonna keep it just like that because that's the best that I can do.
Get an iPad, dude, and get Procreate.
I'm not gonna get an iPad. Oh no, I am gonna get an iPad. I'm also gonna get a Cintiq tablet.
Oh my gosh.
Yes,
This
oh my
guy.
gosh, is right. Oh, because one time when I was in New York with a friend, went to the mall, and they had this Windows place.
Oh, Windows Store, kind of like Apple.
The Windows store. The coolest thing about this Windows store is one, they had a place where you can do virtual reality, and they had a spot where you can practice drawing. I drew on all the tablets, like famous characters. Like one tablet you'll see Spider-Man, another tablet you'll see Sonic the Hedgehog, another one you'll see Popeye, etc., etc. And one of the workers called me and they said, "Holy crap, you did all this?" I said, "Yeah, man, it's very easy."
Oh, well, very easy. Ugh. You probably made him feel like nothing.
No, I mean, like, I didn't mean it to sound so smug.
I'm good at everything.
But like I didn't. Those weren't my exact words.
But you meant it.
I told him like it's
a
it
gift.
was something to draw attention. It's a gift.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a gift.
You see what I sent you on Facebook?
I saw the link. Affinity.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
Those are the, I don't know how to say it, but the replacements to Photoshop, Illustrator, and InDesign to me that you only buy once instead of paying for it multiple times a month.
Okay, yeah. This is very helpful then, because don't shame me. I'm gonna be drawing on Photoshop, on Adobe Creative Cloud until I get my pay's worth, if you get my drift. Now, mind you, I haven't drawn for a while now, and I've been paying out of pocket for Adobe Creative Cloud for about 2 years.
Could you please,
And,
for my own sake, buy this? I'm not even like begging. Please buy this.
I am so getting my money's worth from them, because imagine $57 for 2 years, and I have not yet used this program for any benefit.
But why would you continue to pay if you didn't?
I mean, a part of me just, I don't know.
Check it out. Just look at the stuff. It's half priced. It's instead of $50, it's $25 for each individual one. It's worth it. You can also get it for your tablets. I have one. I have one for my. I have the InDesign version. I have, what is it? Two designers and two of the Photoshop, versions. And you pay, it's $25 per like device or whatever, but you still own it versus the 50 for 50 whatever, 57 whatever you said for a month. And it comes with a lot of stuff and free updates and different things like that. And you can also get the iPad version, I think, which is like usually $20, and it's probably $10 now, which I'm going to be getting. So if you want like Adobe Illustrator type program for your iPad, so I have Procreate, which is more like raster illustrations and stuff, but I'm also going to get like their designer version if I want to create ads and different things like that, like I used to do in design class, for my with my iPad, because I'm with this all the time. It's faster to charge. I don't have to plug it into a wall every so long. Like this, to me, tablets are way more fuel efficient than laptops. So why did I say fuel efficient? Energy efficient.
Yeah, energy efficient. But I have a certain vendetta on tablets, and I think it's because of the tablet I own right now.
What is it? A Toshiba? Like a third party one?
No, I think it's a notebook. I think that's why I'm having so much trouble with it.
Kevin, you can't. Did you get a 5-star?
No, it's a Google notebook, and it was given to me from my folks for free. And I'm sorry, but now let me go ahead and tell you, I don't have no beef with anything, with no technology. If there's nothing that I can't fix, I promise you that much. But I'm telling you this much, that I've been trying to fix that piece of crap for so long. And
what's wrong with it?
Not yet. It's too slow.
I got you.
Yeah, it takes an hour to get to one website. An hour.
Is it the internet, or is it just like the processors gone?
This was when the internet in New York is plentiful.
Okay.
And my internet here is plentiful as well.
Okay.
It's just the fact that
the hardware.
It's the hardware.
Yeah.
So it was given. Google notebooks aren't known to be that good for one thing, but reading.
Oh, you said Google. My bad. I know you're talking about like a Chromebook, right?
The Chromebook.
I've had a Chromebook, and I try to do certain things on it, and it's really just for like internet browsing and cloud-based stuff, not for like any like programs that you can put on the computer.
So why can't I watch a simple video on it? Wrong.
It was probably broken when it was given to you.
No, she said she rarely used it, but I can kind of assume why she rarely used it now. And I'm almost done with my lining. I'm about to get rid of all the concepts.
Do you want me to donate these programs to you?
No, I'm gonna buy them. I promise I'll buy them.
I'm just saying, because I know it changed my life once I bought these, because I bought these like a year ago, like during the pandemic, and especially if everyone's keeping close with their pockets, I couldn't imagine paying a subscription for all these programs. I just bought it once, and I'm doing design work like nobody's business, versus other people. They're trying to worry about how to find a competitor to Photoshop and Adobe programs. And again, I'm not against anybody, but subscription-based stuff for a small artist or a small firm or business is a killer. You pretty much make it so people have to pay you and then try to make their money. You know what I mean? From their commercial. It's good for like larger clients if they have a team or something like that, so that they're able to get the best products. But for those that are first starting out, no wonder a lot of people found ways of designing that were less savory, because it's a lot as a college student or high school student to pay for those programs and still barely have the utility to use them. At a certain age, you don't have the updated computers and stuff like that unless your family gives it to you. but some people don't have that. You know, like a traditional artist, like you don't have the best paints and this and that unless you know somebody or have access to it.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. What time is it?
But it is 1:30. But let's give it a little bit more time before we actually call it a day, because I kind of do want to finish this.
Yeah, my pencil's almost dead anyway.
Improvise.
I'm not. I'm not changing the settings on this. You can do third-party stuff, but you have to recalibrate the pen.
I'm almost done. I promise. Bear with me. I just got the female left, and that's it.
The female.
We can't quit on the female. Speaking of which, I've always had trouble drawing female characters, but ironically, I've been getting a little better with it.
I haven't. You know, I'm really good at drawing female. Well, that did kind of sound very like boastful, but I'm good at drawing female characters.
Oh no, it's not boastful. Unless you were saying you draw it better than me. It's boastful, but no. Trust me, I wish I learned earlier, but as I got better and kept drawing, I ended up getting better at it.
Maybe because your style was your style is very stylized, if that makes any sense. And I guess for some female characters, you can mess up if you make them stylized instead of making them a little softer. Some characters are a little bit like rough around the edges and stuff, but for some that need like a softer edge, it doesn't fit them to have like jagged, shoulder blades and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah, like you have to like keep that person's like identity in mind.
Now, also keep in mind that while I'm doing my last character, I'm doing her in sandals.
Was she a Shubi?
No, I wanted her to have like a mechanic's. Lord Jesus. I'm sorry.
She's a mechanic?
She's a genius. She basically is the mech of the storyline. I promise y'all will love this series. It's near and dear to my whatever.
Your corrupted heart.
My beautiful, uncorrupted heart.
Oh man. You'd make a good. I'm not saying this as a sub. Not subliminal. What's the other word? Like I'm not putting you beneath me or anything, but I think you'd make a good co-host because of the back and forth and stuff like that.
You mean sidekick?
I didn't say that.
I'm just kidding.
Subordinate. I didn't want to make it sound subordinate or anything like that. No, yeah, but a good co-host.
Yeah, that's cool. I like. Hey man, you make a good partner in crime as well.
Let the record show there are no crimes being committed on this show.
Or is there?
To be continued. Who's that drawing?
It's Pikachu.
I like that I can use that for anything. That Pikachu face where he's like surprised.
Yeah.
I love that meme. I almost have a full pair of shoes. Well, don't let me be too ambitious. I almost have a full shoe. A pair is plentiful.
Almost finished. I just had to add this little skeleton on her overalls and I'm finished.
You know what I can do? I can make this mesh.
There we go.
This can be mesh. I might leave this mesh.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I did not do her hair. I'm so ashamed.
Do that girl's hair.
Okay.
Is that how you're gonna do your daughter's hair?
Cornrows that big? Look like an alien. I don't think I should ever attempt to do my daughter's hair. I do want a daughter, but
like you said, it just reminds me of what you said about like the gentleness with the hands.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, exactly. She's gonna end up having her hair ripped apart in bald spots. Daddy, what you do to me?
Why are you karate chopping me instead of twisting?
You know, I don't know how to. What's the word?
I noticed you do a lot of pointy lines for a girl's hair, for a character's hair. Have you done any more like wispy, or like round shapes?
Oh, here we go. Now this is a perfect topic to talk about. I don't like working with circles.
No wonder. I like working with circles.
I love squares. If I wanted to draw a head and whatnot, I'm not gonna draw. Okay, so you know the typical skull for drawing a head is drawing.
You're almost the antithesis to me, which is good.
Opposites attract.
Like they give perspective. It's almost like those old TV shows where they have like like the two old guys, the Muppets.
You're a bird.
No, the two old guys that were up in the opera seats, and they're always like making fun of people. Look it up on your phone while you're on, not on the screen, but look it up on your phone. The old man Muppets or whatever, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay, but in the meantime, I'm gonna get rid of the lining from this.
Do it
here, and boom, there we go. Character concept. What do you think?
What do I think? What do I think?
What do you think? What do you think, my guy?
I think it's amazing.
I got a leg cramp.
Chocolate.
Oh crap. There we go.
You're doing it up for the show. Stop it.
Do it.
Oh, my leg.
My leg. I'd yell that out just like in the show, but
oh my god.
I'd wake up my mom. She beat me to death with the rolling pin.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see this.
Okay. This is my finished piece for today.
I put a lot of work into this, even though this is all I've done.
I'm a trade and see what you do. The shoe?
Yeah. But I'm thinking about like not adding the laces. Should I add?
No.
I might do a poll. I'm gonna do a poll on my. I'm gonna screenshot this.
You're gonna make it a to be continued and show it on the next episode of Forevermore. I mean, yeah. Forever Fridays.
Yeah. I'm screenshotting this and then adding it to the Discord and then adding a poll and saying, should I add laces or just leave it like as a futuristic, like Back to the Future type shoe?
I think it looks good that way. I say leave. Don't add laces.
Listen, I'm a man of the people. Didn't I say that last time?
I'm the people.
You're a person.
I'm a people.
Oh my gosh. So that means tomorrow I'm gonna add that to the feedback section. Add your artwork too, man. Like just get the snipping tool. Create a new board or whatever you have on there and line them up left to right, like of a list of them, or like upload them one by one, get people's insight, or just share. That's what I want to do.
You confused me after you said snipping tool, my friend.
Do you have, what kind of computer do you have? It's not a Mac, right?
No, what blasphemy?
Is it a Windows 8?
Mac. It is a Windows 8.
Dude, do you have Windows XP? Don't be ashamed.
I have to pay you a visit for that insult that you gave to my aces, good sir. This is a Windows 10. It's about to be 11. It's probably a Windows 32 with you being all smart and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's Windows. It's Windows 10.
I need just go to the little magnifying glass in the bottom left. I believe it's default, and then type in snipping tool, and then it'll give you a certain area where you're able to screenshot specific areas of. Yep.
Okay, I got it.
Yep.
I got it.
Click and drag, and you can take certain ones and different. That's what I do sometimes. Like if I'm on the computer and I want to take just specific screenshots of certain things, I'll do that, and then I'll save as. Make sure you go to file, save as, and then upload that as JPEG or whatever it is. And it saves you a lot of time because a lot of people don't know about the snipping tool. Not a lot. There are people that just don't know technology, period. That it would kind of, what do you call it, confuse them if you told them about the snipping tool. They don't even know how to like do a lot of stuff. So
what are you calling them, Lamont? You calling them dinosaurs?
they are not savvy in that area. They don't even know how to like open a PDF. Some people. So I mean,
I'm pulling your leg, dude. But yeah, I get what you mean. There's a lot of people that aren't tech savvy. I mean, even with me, even I have my moments. But I know computers like the back of my hand. I definitely.
Yeah, the back of your hand is pretty rough, right? You probably break the keys.
Thank you, Lamont. Thank you so much.
No, but it's all fun and games. But I know that your style is definitely needed, and I know people would definitely learn from what they've seen so far, especially in the Discord. Because I've had another person. They were conflicted at first because they didn't know whether or not to, stay or not. And I told them, I said, we're here to encourage and stuff like that. So there's other people that are here. It's not just one person. It's several people that joined it and did that. And they said they wanted to add more people. But again, it's a Discord for those that, either like art, creative minds, someone that likes to write, someone that likes to read, listen to music, pop culture, technology, anything like that, anything new. You're more than welcome to talk about any kind of news and things like that. There's different boards and channels that I have in there that I'm going to slowly build and integrate. Once again, I do illustration work more now than ever, and I am, as my Patreon comes up right there, it's Forevermore Design, Forever Illustrations, which is the sub genre of work that I do under my designing pretty much trade, business, and craft. So, Kevin, do you think you'll ever revitalize Neon Radio and or create a studio name, even if it's not branded, a studio name that you'll go by for your artwork? Because I know people would definitely like to see more of your stuff that are into your art style in the future.
I definitely would consider it.
Got it.
I definitely would. I do want to bring back Neon Radio. We got a good group of people and different types of arts and whatnot, and they're still drawing. Some of them have even made books and whatnot. Wow. So it'd be good to, I'm using this word as best as I can, collide both our groups and make one. That right. Would be okay with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You caught my little tab at the bottom left?
Mm-hmm.
All right, there we go. My advertisement is done. I did hit subscribe. I did write subscribe, but I don't want to feel like I'm brainwashing y'all guys.
No, that's the whole point. At the end of the day, you have a call to action, and you're not shoving it down anyone's throat, but you do want to grow your community, and in order to grow your craft, not only do you need more exposure, but the resources monetarily. We don't, live off of nothing. In order to get new materials, new equipment, those are all things that make the experience better. So
exactly.
Yep.
We're trying to keep the art alive because it's a perfect time for us, for imaginations, creativity to go out and flourish.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even so, if you don't have a tablet, you got a pencil and paper, man. You can join us, scan your work, put it right on in.
Mm-hmm.
Man, yep.
Wow, that's dedication.
Mm-hmm. It's dedication. I do it myself. I will show you that. One thing in art is that people are gonna assume that you need a special material in order to draw and whatnot, but that's not the case. You can do the same thing I did with paper and pencil, pen and paper, heck, a sticky note if you wanted to. Like I said, it's the consistency and how bad you want it or how bad you want it to look.
I have one question for you.
Sure.
Before I end, I want to write notes for my next time and just kind of get some ideas. So I don't want to overdo it. Just like with the boots, I didn't overdo it. With the ribbon, I didn't overdo it. I have liquid that's gonna be here.
Mm-hmm.
I have the mesh that's gonna be here. The tongue that's gonna be up here.
Will you be animating the liquid inside the bottoms?
They'll be moving. It'll be moving. It'll be like flowing and stuff like that.
Okay, so I mean, this go.
Leave it flat, right?
Question?
Just leave it.
What's your question?
I don't want too much going on the shoe.
Exactly. That's what I want to put out there. Is that less in animation? From what Richard Williams says, that I agree with. Less is more. If you draw, the more you draw, the more you're going to have to use to animate that character. So if you draw laces, buckles, little frilly things that come with it, and it has to move, you're going to have to animate those as well.
Let's just clean this up. And let's just finish this and then just do a final reveal.
I say keep it like that, because that's not detailed. It's detailed enough where you'll probably move the character's feet and people won't pay too much attention to the small details that come.
They won't pay me.
You know what I'm saying?
They won't pay me no mind.
No, they're gonna pay. I'm pretty sure there's a shoe company right now watching this that's saying, "I'll pay you $1 million for your idea."
Pay me. I'm paying you some mind.
Call it Forevermore Footwear. Oh, look what I did there. Look what I did there.
Oh, you gotta be quicker than that. Oh, look what I did there. I like that.
Done made a feature right there.
Oh my gosh. You just open up a whole new avenue.
Got to. Let me full screen this bad boy. There we go.
I'm just cleaning up the lines and then calling it a night for both of us. Sorry for me, but I mean you're probably done for it too.
No, I'm just watching the show, bro. Enjoying what you're doing.
Just vibing out.
Keep it alive, bro. Keep it alive.
Keep faith alive. Ooh, that looks pretty nice, bro.
Oh, good.
All right. Oh, that's why it looks like that. It's the his foot, his skeleton was back there.
I like it though, dude. That's a very good drawing.
What are you talking about?
I mean, what am I talking about? You draw your shoes so detailed and whatnot.
This is me having to step back and actually get insight from someone else to not go overboard, like you said, because it's gonna be a nightmare later.
I mean, even so, I'm pretty sure, because remember, like I said before, we're in two different worlds where you're realism and I'm cartoons and whatnot. So
the way that you say say it again, cartoon.
Cartoons.
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 Cartoons. Cartoons. I don't know, but there's some kind of weird switch in my head that like
you're a cartoon, you dang Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck.
You're from South Germany.
Nobody's gonna get that shit.
I'm pretty there's some people that are obscure and they know about Double D Ed Boy and all that stuff.
Well, everybody's gonna know Ed, Ed and Eddie.
No, they don't. No, a lot of people that are younger than us, some people don't know that show. They know like Gumball and stuff like that.
Now hold on, now what's wrong with Gumball?
No, I'm saying it's but you're like that's what they know. It's not in addition to what they know.
Yeah, that and Teen Titans Go.
Oh.
So, the original Teen Titans.
Oh my gosh, why would they do that?
We will have a conversation on new animations compared to old animations.
Please,
boy, no, this will all tune in next time on next Friday.
On the next episode
of Dragon Ball Z.
I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you were gonna say that. That's why I didn't say that.
The next episode of
Forever Fridays.
Forever Fridays.
Oh my gosh. It's technically Saturday right now.
You know what? You know what? Now we have to be Forever Saturday.
Nah, let's just do the weekend approach by by Forever Illustrations.
Forever Illustrations. See that on shirts and shoes right now. A forever shirt, a forever sock, forever shoes, pants.
Neckties and pecan sandies.
Pecan sandies.
Look.
Well, they can't be for. Oh, you see that?
You
He
never-
got his forever illustration.
That's my signature.
Nice.
Look at her. Look at her lips and look at her eyes. Oh, you can't look at her eyes. But look at her hair and look at her collar.
Ain't she purty?
You know she is. She's the. Never mind. I'm not gonna go too far into that.
Oh, dude. Quick question. On the left corner of your screen, who are all those icons?
Where?
The left corner of your screen, all the circle emojis, character items.
Circle items.
Not circle items, but the left side, your left tab. You see the video camera, right?
Yeah.
On the top, and at the 1, 2, 3, 3 steps forward, you have all these circle icons. Boom, there we go.
Here?
Figure that out. Yeah. There's one with a yellow smiley face and one eye.
That's my mother.
She's watching us?
No,
Oh,
I made her.
you're what?
I made her into a character.
No. Oh. I wasn't talking about your
What?
character.
The
It's in
tabs.
your it's in your Streamlabs. Never mind. But yeah, the tabs look cool.
What, this? What icons are you talking about?
Never mind.
I was
Yeah,
trying.
I'll take a picture and send it to you.
Okay. I was looking. I was like, what is he talking about?
I think the icon is on your computer because that's what you're recording also on this.
Okay. So yeah, please take a picture because I don't know what you're talking about specifically.
Oh, what in the haberdasher hemoglobin are you doing?
Me?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
There you are.
Oh.
Okay, I got it.
I'm gonna finish that and then we're done for the night.
I don't want to go to bed.
I'm not going to bed. I can continue talking. It's just we're not live streaming.
I know. I was just kidding. I'm tired. It's almost 2 o'clock.
Bro, it's Saturday. What are you doing?
I got shoot. Got work tomorrow, my guy.
Why?
Because society hates me. That's why.
The children need like teaching on a Saturday?
No, not teaching.
Oh.
I like how my only concept that you know is that I'm a teacher. I work at Lowe's. Well, retail.
Why?
That's how I pay my car notes.
Oh.
Yeah, we're starving artists in case anybody.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Yes, we are.
I'm not.
We're sipping toilet water and eating wish sandwiches. If you may.
What?
Mm-hmm. Do you know what a wish sandwich is? Come on.
Enlighten me.
You never seen Martin before, I guess.
No, I know of it. I've heard it before. I can't remember exactly what it was. Like, what do you wish something was like on it?
Wish you had some meat between.
I thought so. I thought so. Okay.
Yes, that's the life of a starving artist.
But he also talked about syrup sandwiches too.
Ew.
You never had a syrup
Yes.
sandwich? You must have had some money then.
No, I had back when I was young, we actually invented sandwiches. I took raw pepperoni, some syrup.
Wait. You invented a sandwich?
Yeah.
How did you do
Try
that?
it. Raw pepperoni, mozzarella cheese on 2 breads and syrup inside because I love the sweetness of it. And that's a pizza sandwich with syrup.
But it was raw pepperoni.
And shoot, now when you put it in the microwave for maybe 15 seconds, and raw pepperoni was good.
I
ate
used
the
to eat raw
pepperoni right
cookie dough.
I used to eat, you know that lemonade seasoning, lemonade juice that they put in for seasoning. I used to drink that stuff. It was super sour. I loved it
Why
because it
would
was
you drink
sour.
something that's so sour?
Because it was so good.
My gosh.
Okay, so I'm sending you the picture now. Send.
Bro, you're too much. You're literally too much.
My God, I did a lot of silly stuff when I was a kid. Were you one of
No.
those younger? Were you one of those young kids that would put glue on your hands and try to peel it off, or were you one of those young kids that ate the glue? Oh.
Kevin,
Yes, sir.
you know I wasn't the second one. I didn't do any of that actually.
I did kind of when I was a young kid. I did like peeling glue off my hand.
Why'd you do that kind of stuff?
But what's a habit?
Were you bored? Did you not listen in class?
No, I mean like shoot, arts and crafts. You wouldn't feel inspired because, dude, I had to inspire myself to draw because my art teachers weren't really inspiring me.
Were they actual art teachers? Because I remember like in art, like when they came around, I think it was middle school or whatever. Like they would come around with like a little cart of like art stuff. Like they weren't serious about like.
Bruh, in elementary school and whatnot, they gave us broken pencils that looked like they've been chewed and like little nubs for crayons and whatnot. They said, use your imagination, draw that.
Did it give you a template?
But I'll tell you one thing, I took those broken crayons and made Picasso work. They probably sold and they're living rich off of.
Why didn't you go ahead and did you ever draw like Olive Garden or like those things where like you had to like the coloring things at restaurants?
No, I never. You mean though? I know what you're talking about, but no, I never played around with that. I had a short.
Did you not
attention
go to
span.
restaurants?
Nah, they used to have that in Applebee's.
They didn't have
Red
restaurants back
Lobster.
when you were that age, right?
Bruh. I'm nothing but 2 years older than I am.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, 2 years younger than I am.
Get it right, yeah, okay.
At that time, I was eating spaghetti while you were trying to say Pischetti.
Nah, dude. I already knew how to tie my shoes before you even got Skechers Velcros.
Nuts to you. I was 14 and a half when I learned how to tie my shoes.
Stop it. Don't do that. Because when you put a picture to it and like you imagine it, you're like,
I was 14 years old before I knew how to tie anything.
I imagine you like Bill Cosby, like the that really tall guy. Like trying
to pops.
No, on the Cosby Show, the actual tall guy.
I can't believe you remember the Cosby Show.
I binged it on Hulu like 2 years ago.
2
Again.
years ago. I haven't seen the Cosby Show ever since it aired on UPN, and UPN doesn't exist anymore.
Well, I mean, like you could have binged it on Hulu. I don't know if Amazon has it, but like it's hard to find it. Like in full like fledged, they always like take parts out, or like I want the unedited version where like the color. Remember I told you before, where, like the color of the shirt changes for half a second and then flips back.
Yeah, I remember that. But I can kind of give a hint as to probably why it's hard.
Oh no, you know what's even better? The little brother has a voice, and then like for a few different episodes, like or for whatever reason they'll have one character talk, but the other person voices it.
They did that same thing with Arnold Schwarzenegger in a play he was in. I forgot what the play was. If you ever wanted to hear Arnold Schwarzenegger sound like a dude without an accent, like a complete plain guy. Watch that play.
Oh, you're talking about that on the left side. That's Streamlabs. That's the different apps that I use.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, there.
I was like, what circles are you talking about? I'm like, people can't see that. That's just you.
Wait, so I can see your Streamlabs.
My dashboard.
Your dashboard, but they can see. They only see the
Just-
screen where you're drawing the pencil.
Just the window. Just the window that has all the effects and stuff in it.
What kind of voodoo witchcraft are you trying to pull here?
What do you mean? That's what happens when you have a any kind of TV show or news or whatever. Like you show them a certain output and then you put everything else like through overlays and stuff.
Okay. Oh, so when I'm drawing, they can only see the little screen and whatnot.
Yeah.
They can't switch between screens.
Yeah, when what you see is everything. But what they see, I cropped it down so they can only see a full screen version of what you're doing. So if you go back to what I'm showing, they can only see what's within this window.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
They can only see what's in this rectangle on top. Nothing else.
Okay. So what does the one on the top right corner mean of your Twitch stream? The Twitch icon has one.
Someone's still watching.
Oh my god.
It's like freaking 2 o'clock.
Thank you for surviving us for so long. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you I ran out of things to say and I'm about to pass out. Some lack of oxygen.
Is your mouth still dry?
Nah, I've been drinking water.
Oh, you've been drinking, huh?
I have a drinking problem. Not in real life.
Well, I declare my water supply is mighty powerful low.
I'm drinking Deer Park.
Oh, you're gonna say deer juice or deer blood or something. Oh my gosh. Yep, so
I'm gonna jump over that comment and move to another thing we were talking about.
What else were we talking about, sir? I'm calling it quits for now. I think that's a good shoe.
That is a great shoe. Let's get a finished censored piece of this shoe, my good sir.
All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this larger, and then just move it.
What program is that you're using to draw?
Procreate.
Oh.
I'm gonna keep repeating it till you actually buy it. Till you buy an iPad.
So my favorite. So the program I should get is what now?
For the computer, get the Affinity programs that I sent you. For the iPad, get Procreate for illustrating. It'll save you a lot of time, and it's very intuitive.
Okay, so I'm gonna get Procreate.
Procreate is specifically for the iPad. Even if you get like the newer generation iPads or whatever, the newer ones, they are a lot better. They're like the low 300s, I think, for like a decent size one. And even if you got the Apple Pencil, I think it's $99, but that kind of beats the Cintiq for now until you definitely like upgrade into something else. But
now wait, let me ask you this: the tablet that I'm looking at right now, can't that connect to your computer?
It technically can, but I'm running OBS and a bunch of other stuff, so I'm not going to sit here and make a whole rig of 6 different machines and put them together.
Okay.
It's like you just talked about the shoe. You have to keep it simple, keep it light, and not overdo it.
Huh?
You're falling asleep, aren't you?
No. I'm very much alive, my good sir.
I didn't say alive, I said awake.
I'm very much awake, my good sir.
You said alive, you just jumped straight to like life and death.
Scoo bob ba dee bab boo bob ba dee bob doo.
Give it about
You got
nada. Oh my gosh. You did 3 character concepts and I did a pair of shoes. But I finished a pair of shoes. That's the difference. You finished yours as well, but I'm a coloring fiend, dude. I have to like dial it back. I'm used to like putting all the details in like piece by piece. Well, all together, but then also like going like ham on like a section and really loving it. I'm really feeling it.
I love the concept that you've been working with and whatnot. So you did good, and not for nothing, I enjoyed this entire process.
How long have we been live for? Let me see.
For the love of God, I'm not even sure.
3 hours.
3 hours.
We started at like 11, almost 11. You okay?
Yeah,
Are you trying to hail the magic conch?
Oh, hail the magic conch.
I think I'm good for now.
All right, let's see your finished masterpiece.
Actually.
Oh my gosh.
It's gonna haunt me later. It only takes a second or two. Because when I add the color, I'm not gonna do anything extra when it comes to this. Like, this is all that I need to do.
Oh, you're just getting rid of the skeletal lines.
Like the extra fuzzies, yeah, making just a little bit sharper. So all I gotta do is add color later. Or actually, like, replicate it. Do you think I should finish one shoe and then try to replicate a frontal view of it? Or do both shoes and then color them at the same time?
Wait, say that again. So when you say replicate a frontal view of it, you mean just copy and pasting the same shoe just in a different angle, right?
You got the different angle part, but I wouldn't copy and paste it if it's almost a frontal view.
I mean, but if you're doing a frontal view, also you're gonna have one foot pointed to the side, then you're gonna have the other foot pointed towards the camera.
See?
Okay, I see.
If it was like you have like both feet are like facing like out, but with mine, like one shoe is facing this way and the other shoe is facing this way, and it creates like a dynamism. So the thing goes like this, and then this thing would go like that, and this would go like this. So like the angles are a little bit different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would pull it over most definitely, but then just start thinking about ways of changing the angle slowly but surely.
Okay.
So yeah, I definitely am done with this. Done with this.
Wait, you're not done with it yet. You're missing something.
What?
That awesome signature at the bottom.
I'm not gonna sign it if it's already part of a bigger thingy. I'm just gonna take this away and I'm gonna add it to the I'm gonna add this to the group and then just say shoelaces, no shoelaces. Or actually, no, not that. I'm gonna say what colors. I'm thinking of the same color palette that I used for Nimba, which is like a light blue and like a purplish. But I might want to add just like how her colors are. She's more of like a purplish and a blue. Either I can make it opposite where his hair is the blue and like just opposite of her. You get what I'm saying? Or I can also, I'll make him the opposite of her because I already have the other character that's blonde and I have another character that's red, so I'm not gonna experiment too much with that and just they're twins. Let's double down on that,
Cool.
I really like that. That's almost like the Charlotte colors, right?
It's Yeah.
like the
Oh,
purple
wait.
and blue, the Hornets.
Oh.
Not the no
I,
no no not the football team, the basketball.
I know what you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
Not that blind. Well, not blind, but never mind. But yes, I knew you meant the Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah. I love those colors, dude.
Didn't they used to be called the Jersey Hornets?
Yeah, then they switched some stuff around. And they used to be the Jersey Nets. Now we don't have anything.
Uh-huh. I mean, that's
They're the Brooklyn Nets. They didn't win anymore, so
what that's supposed to mean. Don't hate on us, Brooklyn and New York Knicks.
nobody said that our team was the best, but they definitely didn't get any better when they went to New York.
You hear that, New York? Anybody in New York, just remember, a New Jerseyan said that we weren't the best.
I'm not from New Jersey either,
I know.
so that's like I'm just like a dichotomous human being.
How dare you use a big word without me not knowing what it means? Nothing. I'm just pulling you like my guy. I'm sorry. A part of me is rambling now because
You're tired.
2:11 in the freaking morning.
See, and I even used it right.
Use what?
Branching, and the axis were divided into two branches. Like I live in one place, but I was actually born somewhere else.
Wait, what word did you just look up?
Dichotomous.
And you even spelt it.
Mm-hmm.
D-A-I?
No. You know it's not spelled like that. DICHOTOMOUS. Dichotomous.
Well,
I'm from South Germany.
I'm from South Germany. I'm from South Germany. What are you, Jamaican?
You know they have BTS meals at McDonald's.
BTS?
Yeah, the K-pop guys.
Oh yeah.
They have like the
Alright,
BTS meal with the chicken nuggets and stuff at McDonald's.
I saw them advertised for McDonald's and whatnot. I never heard any of their music. Are they good?
Don't ask me that.
Do you not listen to them?
No. Okay, one thing that I can put on here is probably an S or something. Like if I don't put anything here and I don't put anything here, I at least want to put something here. Like I don't want to put his name, but I just want to put something. So like a letter S symbol or something like that. Or maybe I can just put the symbol down there. I'm from South Germany. I'm from South Germany.
You freaking stop saying that.
It's just funny.
Oh, that's the logo? That's cool.
That's his specific logo. So this is gonna be on his, what's it called? So I'm gonna have this be larger. Turn it. Did you just bite something?
No.
He did.
No, I didn't buy anything.
Oh, okay. And then I have just distort or warp it. I think distort, right? No, warp. No. Distort. Look at that. Look at that.
It's so purdy.
So it makes it, see, it makes it look like it's at an angle. Whatever angle you want it to be at. So it'll be facing this way. And I have to redo the lines again because it kind of like pixelates and stretched out. But you notice how it went from straight to like this?
Yeah.
So-
Kinda slanted.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try and get the angle right. I think I have it. It's probably like a little bit like this way. Here we
Is it
go.
supposed to go past the buckle?
Yeah, so this is gonna be in the front.
Okie dokie, Smokey.
So this is gonna be right there. And then I'm gonna have a fill on it and it's gonna be in the front. So I'm done with that. So and I'm gonna this is my final picture and I'm gonna say tonight's work, wonderful. Thank you.
It was a big success.
Yes.
Thank you to all the watchers.
Smashing success. Say that.
Incredibly smashing.
Smashing puppet.
Wow. How do you?
All right, should I put it just in like the normal Discord or what?
There's another Discord.
The normal Discord channel.
Bruh, you know more about Discord than I do.
All right, everybody, it was wonderful. Once again, all of my socials have been playing through the entire video. I am kind of tired right now, obviously, because it's 2 a.m. Our time. But as of now, I pretty much have the shoe ready. Next, I'll be adding the goggles and his other main staples of his outfit for the twin character that I have so far. And he's not going to be a complete streetwear kind of guy, but I think at least having one or two varying different styles are going to be amazing, because we're not all just one thing, you know. It's many different things that make us up. So
Absolutely.
So anything else you want to say?
In the meantime, next time we meet in this meeting, I will be not focusing on my project, but also will be doing free drawings. I will be posting our link, and I will have that topic, both of us, both his topic and mine. But in the chat, I will be drawing, you know, whatever it is that, you know, whatever shows up in chat, so whichever. So I do hope y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining us. I'm gonna leave it back to my pal here. See what he has to say.
All right, everybody. It was wonderful having you all. Each and every day, I notice that I'm either streaming either my games or my passion, which is illustrating, and I'm really growing in that field. And I hope you guys can also join me in the next one and kind of influence the path and the pattern in which we're going to take on after this one. Once again, it was lovely having you guys. Be blessed. Peace.